see you plug yourself.
You don't plug yourself?
I don't want to plug myself.
Okay. All right. Before we get the show started with Captain Josh White or Joshua White or Joshy, I want to thank our sponsors, Gulf South Productions, Daniel Lozada and the team. And then Golden Gulf Insurance Services. If you need insurance, Golden Gulf's got you covered. Loxicom, shout out to Pete and the team. If you like that movie Smart House from Disney, he'll hook you up. Does good work. Now enjoy the intro, and Matt will be here in a second.
He's coming.
Come on. Yeah.
Did pretty good with that, huh?
I think I was more impressed by the phone throw.
The no look pass.
You killed it.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Where is it? Oh, there we go.
There
we go. Now we're live. Now we'll share it.
You really did. You tripped over something. You threw my phone without it.
You snagged it. I did not expect Jordan to have any bit of athletic talent.
Where did it land? Where did it land in the vicinity of
Dude,
where
it landed over here? I thought.
Oh, really?
Dude, when he snagged that thing, I swear to God, I thought that's not the Jordan I remember. But he snagged the shit out of that.
He's been training.
Dude, I don't
He
know.
might go to the combine this
You think
year.
I want to drop my phone and have to pay the $200 insurance?
Very true.
Mine's busted all
How many
up.
phones do you break a year?
Too many. They make their money's worth on me. Even this one. So I used to never buy the cases. I hate them. I don't like the bulkiness of the phones.
Yeah.
I know everybody wants the bigger one. I always go back to the one that can actually just fit in my pocket. Yeah. And then so many times I've broken phones, I've actually reverted back to the cases. So now I wear these sleek Otter boxes, and this one, which has a lifetime warranty and supposedly supposed to be able to do everything, is broken and it's all worn out.
Rebate back?
I think I've done it a couple times, honestly.
Rebates?
Yeah, for the phone or the case.
No. Oh, for the case, they've done the warranty for you?
Yeah. The OtterBox, I've warranted the OtterBox before. They've
do they warranty the phone or just the case?
I've never had to warranty.
Do you think that one right there is like ready for a warranty claim or what? Like it's all loosened out at the bottom, and
it's pretty rough, man.
Yeah,
I'll hit them up.
They probably
see what happens. What's the worst?
I'd be surprised.
Yeah, what's the worst thing that can happen?
Tell me no. Yeah, but no, I am hard on phones. Always have been. Always will be. But
do you know that they're trying to do the phones now where you can't buy a phone, that you have to like start, like Apple thinks trying to move into a plan where you can just rent the phone from them.
Interesting. I did not know that.
So instead of like buying a phone, like a
it's
phone,
theirs.
Yeah, it's their phone. Like you're just gonna borrow it back, and you
kind of like a modem.
So if you have any kind of data on there, if you have any kind of data or whatever, they get to collect all your stuff.
I mean, what's it?
Data points.
TikTok, man. What was I saying? TikTok. Chinese's.
I saw that they said they were about to force them or ban it. They're going to force a sell or ban.
Well, they're already. So, like, you working at USM, we can't look at it on our like work laptops or any of that stuff. So,
I mean, is TikTok on laptops now?
Well, so the thing is, working at USM with the research lab is like, we were talking about it. So, like, some of the people now, like the younger generation, that's how they like get their stuff out there from TikTok. So like you're trying to get a job, when we're trying to hire people, like they'll send us TikTok clips.
Like y'all on a boat and you get a little.
I'm not. We don't do TikToks, but like
I'm thinking you're missing out on something. More TikToks, dances on a boat.
When did they?
Could be a thing.
I know they were talking about it, so it passed.
If for like state, I'm pretty sure it did. Like state and government.
How about your personal phone?
No, personal phone I can. Just like I don't have a.
But what if you were on the vessel with your personal phone? You can't have your phone at all on the vessel and do it.
You could.
There's a gray area.
No, you can. So if you go to the lab and I'm on their network, then I can.
All right.
But if I'm on the boat, I can. Because
can you imagine if you had like with TikTok now, you don't really know the person behind it, so you could take like your big boat, and you can pretend like it's your yacht and like you're some extreme fisherman, and you can play this whole backstory. People will never know.
Characters.
And you can get sponsored by all the big brands
Just by marketing yourself.
Yeah, that'd be a little hard with my boat, man. It's just old.
Doesn't matter. I mean, if you're just catching that fish and you got the fishing rod with a good beat, 808 beat.
So how many times do y'all actually get to fish out there? I mean, is that pretty much what that boat does?
So primarily we do trawls in like a shrimp boat, essentially. So we go out, we have a project called CMAP. It's a Southeastern Association mapping deal. And so we go out and pull trawls. It's like a NOAA program. And I mean, we rod and reel fish as much as we can. Like we got downtime.
It's going down.
What's dinner and lunch?
Are the Cobia here yet?
How long do y'all go out for?
I heard someone call one at Ship Island.
Somebody called one the other day too.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think they're coming in.
Oh my God, Jordan.
Oh shit.
Darth Maul or Darth whatever just came after you, dude. It's pretty creepy, man. Did somebody push this thing over on
I
you?
don't know. I think on it. There we go.
All right.
That was creepy.
So
Is there a ghost? We're gonna go watch that.
Ouija board earlier.
That's exactly
Everybody
what
has a
was
Ouija
happening.
board in their house.
I do
I
not.
did not.
Yeah,
I didn't.
I do not.
You know Robert and Kathy weren't about that life, dude.
No, not at all.
No.
But so we go out. This is a pin. So our normal trip. So like we've got a trip come up in June, which is CMAP, and we'll be going for 22 days. The stint the boat can stay out is 10 to 12 before we have to go into a port.
Do you have to pay for your food, or they supply the food?
It's all paid for.
Could you get like gushers, whatever you want?
Oh yeah, man, we get
Wagyu steaks.
not Wagyu. We try and eat right. You know, you're out there for
What's a typical meal on that boat at night?
I mean, we get breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We got to cook. He cooks 3 meals a day. And then so breakfast. He does like a cook to order type breakfast, which is do like eggs, French toast, quick stuff like that. Lunch depends on what the day is, like because we split shifts. So like I'm getting off or I'm coming on at noon, and somebody's getting off. So if we're gonna have steaks, he'll cook them for lunch. So everybody on the boat can get their steak. And then dinner, same thing. He flip flops. We could have like a lunch dinner
Or pizza, or whatever.
Well, if he's cooking pizza, he's got to go. But
how do y'all find these cooks, these chefs?
So this dude we fell into, man, hiring for the state is nearly impossible.
Really?
But yeah, dude, it's
Nobody wants to work for one. I know that.
nobody wants to work, especially now. It's gotten worse. The pay is not great by any means, but it's a hell of a job. Like we do some cool stuff. You're gonna see some cool stuff. So the cook, we needed somebody. He's from Boston, and he knew somebody who worked at the lab, and they were like, "Hey, he was moving down here. They're like, you want a job?" And he was like, "Yeah, I'll try it out." And he loved it. He loves to fish, so he works out. He's a good dude.
How far out do you guys go?
Well, so we'll leave here. Last year we went from the Keys all the way to Mexico. We go out probably 200 miles out.
Wow. So blue water all day.
Oh, yeah.
What's the deepest water you've been in?
We did some crab stuff in about 3,000, 4,000 foot.
Wow.
Deep water crabs.
What kind of crabs are those?
Don't get me in line.
You're not
boat.
okay.
I don't remember.
I mean, you're not a biologist,
No,
underwater
I'm not a
marine biologist.
Yeah, that's.
Is there a marine biologist on the boat at all
That's who we
times?
take out more normally. Yeah,
So how about how many illegals you think? I mean, have you ever seen illegals on boats?
I have not seen
Any drug runners
I've not seen any drug runners. We have come across a couple rafts out there floating.
with people on, or no?
No, I've never seen anybody on a raft. Just rafts floating.
What's the sketchiest situation you've been in out there?
Probably, I think 3 or 4 years ago, we were this was before I was the captain. We had another guy who was the captain. I was the first mate. We were doing some work over in Florida. There was a hurricane out there. I don't remember what the hurricane was. But the hurricane was coming up, and I think it was October. Yeah, it was October trip. So there was a hurricane coming up, and there was a cold front coming down. So the captain made a call rather than like hug the coast and come home. He wanted to shoot straight across the canyon, and we didn't fare too well. We were in about easy 15 to 20 foot seas for
Holy shit!
yeah for 6 a good amount.
Did you
of
get
time.
sick, or
No,
did you
I
feel
did
like you
not.
were gonna die?
Just about everybody on the boat got sick, but no.
Was there like the oh shit moment where you were like, "This is it"? Start praying and.
No, not really. Not really in that trip. There's only been a couple of times where like that was sketchy, but there's really only been a couple of times where like I've been scared on that boat. And that was probably 2 years ago. We coming back. You remember when that like freak storm come through Texas and that rig sank? Yeah. So we were out in that. Luckily, we were just about to dock in Texas, so we didn't get too much. It got pretty sketchy, but it wasn't too bad. But coming home, there was another storm that come through, and we got into it pretty good. And there was a shrimp boat not far from us that a guy had fell into something and like went to his side, and they were on the phone or they were on the VHF with the Coast Guard.
Did it puncture it?
Oh yeah, he was not doing good. And the whole time we're like going, it's dark. We're getting beat to shit. And we're listening to these guys, like Coast Guard trying to do a helicopter rescue, and they ran out of fuel because like it just couldn't connect with the captain. I'm pretty sure they were Asian. I'm assuming we couldn't hear them. We could hear Coast Guard, but they couldn't link up. So then Coast Guard had to go back in and refuel before they can come back out. But like we had some boat issues. We had a voltage regulator on a generator that was going bad. So like every time we'd slam down, we'd lose power. And I'm like, I'm freaking out because like autopilot's going out. I'm trying to keep the boat straight and everything else, and like power's cutting out. And that's probably the sketchiest I think I've ever been in. Did
you wear your life jacket? Did you go put it on? Or? Because the saying is the captain's got to go down with the ship. There's always a saying.
I probably should have had it on, but no, I didn't.
All right, hold on, Big Tommy's in here.
I see you, Uncle Tommy.
Yeah, hey, Big Tommy, I'm rocking this for you.
I like it.
Yeah, he does striping now. Him and Little Tommy have their striping company.
Yeah, I seen it on Facebook.
Image Striping Company does good work. But no, when we lived in Cedar Grove, Big Tommy was all over there. There's BMWs and stuff. Little Tommy, that photo of Josh that I posted.
Yeah,
that's Little Tommy.
That's Little Tommy.
Yeah, with the mullet in the corner.
Remember when I remember, I'll never forget this, when I think it was like Tommy's first truck. He got him like a Z71 or something. The inside was like trashed and like pulled up, and they just pulled out the pressure washer and just started fucking hosing the inside of the truck out, man.
First time you ever seen that?
Yeah, I've never seen that before. Tommy's over there with the hose, man, just hosing out the truck. I was like, interesting.
Yeah. It's clean now.
Yeah, it was clean.
So for those of you who don't know, Josh is Jordan's cousin. And I came into the friendship later on in life, but we've all grown up together.
Not too far off, though.
Yeah, not really. We used to run the streets back in the day.
So me and Josh grew up in Cedar Grove. Shout out to Cedar Grove. Next door neighbors of my grandma and Aunt Shirley, across the street.
South side.
South Cedar Grove. We're north.
South. No, don't get it twisted, man.
Yeah, we're north. So you're right. Good call, Matt.
Yeah.
We don't claim Waycross.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, we don't do north side, man.
Yeah, and then Josh is St. Martin. Look, I mean, honestly, crazy that you're a captain now.
Yeah.
Remember the time? We used to take Yellow Jackets together.
Yeah. Remember we used to go to the gas station.
I
used to do a lot of dumb shit together.
Do you remember the Yellow Jackets at the gas station?
Yeah.
Do you remember the time we took all the Yellow Jackets and we couldn't go to sleep?
Oh yeah.
You can get them at the gas station, guys, but we had Yellow Jackets.
I don't think they're called Yellow Jackets anymore. They got overselling to like 14-year-olds.
What they are now?
I didn't take them ever since.
So me and Josh, we just always looked like we were this age, even at a young age. So we could just walk into these gas stations, right? I think you were the first one really with a driver's license too. Yeah. So yeah, you would get us there. You were on means of transportation, and then we go buy anything we wanted. And yeah, for whatever reason, we thought Yellow Jackets were cool.
Yeah, dude.
They're like Hornets, Wasps. I don't know what they are now, but you couldn't pay me to take one. I don't think
you couldn't sleep though. I mean, I remember taking it and just not sleeping, and probably one of the worst nights I've had. I wouldn't suggest Yellow Jackets, but I don't know. I think I see them at the gas station.
Are they called Yellow Jackets now?
I don't know. There's so many different pills in the gas station now.
Dude, yeah, now
isn't it?
Yeah,
Kratom and
all
that
CBD gummies and lottery tickets. That's the worst, dude. I don't know what it's done for the city as far as an economy or the state. I'm sure it's something. So I don't have any facts or statistics here. But I'll tell you, it sure does suck being behind someone buying one of them things. They're scratching them off.
Most of them run 2 cash registers.
Yeah.
You notice that they have like one lotto cash register, and look, I mess with scratch offs.
I do too, but
I never really got into it.
I'm not a slow let me get one of these and two of these. And
I mean, I just put $20 and get 4 5s. I give them to Emily because I don't like really. So
you're not the one standing there.
I just don't like being an inconvenience for
At least
anybody.
you
lost.
At least you take them and like go home with them. And don't just sit there like behind somebody else trying to get their beer after work. You know.
I've only done Lotto in Slidell. I needed to start doing Lotto here though. Remember, Pawpaw used to always do Lotto. He used to go to that. It was weird when he did Lotto because remember that right by Reno's used to be the haircutting place my grandpa used to go to.
Yeah.
That's where they used to meet up and do Lotto tickets, and then they would go to Louisiana and get them.
Yeah.
So everybody met there. Your mom did it too. It was a barbershop that hustled Lotto tickets. It was incredible.
Sure, that was super legal.
It wasn't legal, but I mean, there's still people that use bookies nowadays. And I mean, casinos are bookies, but
It's legal now, though.
yeah. And then
the man gets to tax it, so they're okay with it. It's all about the money.
have you ever won? What's the biggest scratch off you won?
I think I won like $50 or $100.
I've done 25 or 40.
I don't think I've ever get over
I've
that.
got a couple. I've never really done a lot of it, but I won a couple.
You gamble at casinos?
No, man, not really.
Me either. I mean, whenever I was younger, I would. I'd go play like $100, and then
I'd say if I go, I'll get like $40 to $100. But
What's your game if you go?
I just do slots, man. I feel like I played blackjack a couple times, and dude, I feel like you get up there and like you're sitting there playing, and like something comes up like a 13 or something, and I'm like hit, and then this dude next to me is like, "You gonna fucking hit?" And I'm like,
they get mad.
Well, I guess, dude. Like, what am I not supposed to? No. So like, I'm not big on that. I'm not trying to like.
Have you ever done a slot tournament?
No.
Okay, you know what they are though. You know what they are, right?
Like, fuck,
they're during the day. They do them to solicit, I guess, business.
Yeah, you just
it's like press the button as many times. Yeah, dude. So I actually did one time. It was pretty intense.
So what was the buy-in?
It's free.
Yeah, I don't think it's
if you have a player's card and you're there for a specific time when these are going on.
I bet you were the youngest person there.
I was by 20 years. Yeah. And it was fun just for the experience. It's nothing I want to do or I'm addicted to doing, like the people that were doing it with me. But for 3 minutes, maybe 2 minutes, it's just press the button as many times as you can. And at some point, it comes up to a point where you're pressing and you caught up. Like it's not going to spin any faster. But it sure is funny to sit there and do this for.
Did you win?
No, I wasn't even close.
Them old women, man, they got
it's all rigged.
So let me tell you. Right? So I have a story on the biggest thing. I won a couple like $2,000, $3,000 Wheel of Fortune, and it was at the IP, and I was on my cell phone. So I was waiting for people to go in the chill. This is facts. I was waiting for people to go in the chill, standing around. I had $20. It was the $1 Wheel of Fortune, and I'm on the phone. I'm on the phone. I see this machine. I'm like, if I'm gonna sit on the phone, wait and call, like come meet me where everybody meets at casinos. Like meet me on this floor, meet me here, and I'm on the phone. Can't find you. Where you at? One of them people. Yeah. We're like, dude, I'm right, like the other side. I told you right here by the restroom.
I'm by the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. Which one? There's 4 of them.
So I'm sitting there and I'm like, all right, I just put $20 in. Nobody's at the machine, and I've been there for 2 or 3 minutes, so I didn't steal somebody's machine. One pull, nothing. Second pull, hit. Sirens start going off. Asian lady runs up to me, starts screaming at me. My machine, my machine, my machine. Said, no. Like, no. And the lady, the older lady next to me was like, girl, that wasn't you machine. Like, he's actually like, girl, that wasn't you machine. That wasn't you machine. He was playing that machine. And I was like, all right. So, like, she kind of got in her face. And, yeah, but that lady almost attacked me over because she claimed this machine.
Casino, though.
Yeah, dude. Casino in general.
There'd be some cutthroat people in the casino, dude. Like you were saying, the guys that coached you out over hitting or, to each his own and to every man himself there. But I guess whenever you're down, if you're down, you get your anxieties up and your tempers.
Well, slots are different. I mean, I look at the same way with like blackjack. I mean, I remember first start playing blackjack, it'd be the $5 table.
Yeah. And
I forgot who I was with, probably my dad. And my dad's like, I think it was my dad's like, just go play one hand, 25. You won't have to fight for the same amount of money. So it's like, kind of cut me back because like you can never get on you can get on the 15, but you can never get on the 5.
We were talking about that. We were talking about that the other day at work. How they were going to go to lunch or something at the casino. The boat stocked by the Golden Nugget. So they were like, yeah, let's go run over the Golden Nugget and play a hand of blackjack or something. And I guess they said there wasn't any like $5 tables or 10. Like it's like $20 now.
Me and Chris Rowe used to go to the $2 Casino Palace. Yeah. Casino Palace had $2 roulette, And he showed me that, and it was like, that's the only place you could go.
Treasure Bay still got it.
Does it?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only place you can go, though.
Yeah.
I mean, you're right. I mean, but it was packed back then. That's what I'm saying.
It's all about the video stuff. Now they got the video roulette. They got video blackjack. It's weird.
Dude, that's how long it's been. So I didn't know they had all that now.
It's weird.
It's been a long time.
It's like its own machine set off to the side, and like for the roulette one, there's a wheel in the middle, and then there's like these little arcade seats all around it.
Yeah.
But those are the lower ones now. Yeah, they make you if you want to have a person deal you the stuff, it's going to cost you the big bucks or bigger bucks.
Yeah.
But that's gambling. I'd rather play fantasy football. Like maybe pick a bracket for the final.
I don't know. Fantasy football is you got to be dedicated.
You got to be dedicated.
You got to be dedicated because it's every week, and it's like, and if you don't play, you're in trouble.
That's where I gamble, though. That's the extent of it. Like,
Michelle just got married. Michelle just got married. Michelle's been on our show.
Yeah, shout out, congratulations, y'all.
Cool as shit though. Like really, she played softball at Alabama.
Nice, sweet.
And so, Michelle, congratulations. The wedding looked amazing. Michelle's badass. But like we've had her on with Cassius, Culpepper.
Yeah.
But the casinos, like the gambling situation is early 20s, really fun. I try to do fantasy. It's just I can't watch every game. I can't watch every player.
How many people are on that boat?
So my crew is 7, and then when we're out, and then we can bring up to 10. So we can have 17 people total.
Is there a ride along program where I could be like,
man,
let me come catch some fish?
We used to when I first started, my brother-in-law is who got me on, and before that, he used to bring my nephew Cody. He used to go out a lot, but now with like COVID and all that crap, they
shut it all out and nixed it.
Yeah, like bringing people on like that. So
I get kind of worried about the whole the mask thing now with some of these. Like I went and took my life and health exam at the college. Didn't know if I had to wear a mask or not.
Yeah,
there's some rules.
Yeah.
Emily World's at Pearl River, so there's some. You're right. There's a lot of rules for them.
Yeah,
there's still certain rules that they're going by.
Yeah, we don't have our COVID policy has toned down a pretty good bit. Like we don't have to wear a mask on the boat, none of that good stuff. So
is there a time you had to do it?
Yeah. When it first came out, so the first year COVID hit, we were supposed to do a CMAP and it fell through. We were like best interest, we just pulled it off. We're like, we're not going to go out there. We don't really know enough about it. And then we went back out after that. We did do a trip and had to do the whole mask situation and stuff. The thing is like on the boat, I understand it's more or less to protect yourself, but you're on a boat.
Yeah, you're secluded.
Once we leave the dock.
But it would be more for me on the, I guess, what is it called? Whenever they would isolate you before you go on the boat.
Yeah. So
was there that period for y'all?
So it was the same thing. We had to do 2 COVID tests. We had to do one 14 days out and then one 48 hours out. So when you did your first 14 days, we isolated. So you isolate the best you could.
Right.
You got to live your life. You got to go get groceries, whatever. So you isolate the best you could, and then 48 hours before we take a second test. And
then it was scary though. Now it's like you had to live your life.
Yeah.
But I mean, what else were you gonna do? You didn't know anything. So these CMAPs that y'all are doing, is that like the floor? What is that?
Yeah, so it's a ground trawl. So we go, it's ground bottom trawl. So we put out, it's a 42-foot balloon trawl. We set it out in the back. We set for 30 minutes and then we'll pull it up. We'll dump everything and they weigh it, put it on the table. We'll divide it all up. They like go through and like certain species, they got to have like, if say we catch like 400 croaker, then they'll count them, but they only have to keep like 5 or something like that.
Right.
And it just varies on what you want done or what. So like when BP hit, we had to do, like if we caught like groupers or snappers, anything like that, they had a special knife they had to use. Then once they filleted it, they had to put it in aluminum foil. They had to wrap it again in aluminum foil, put it in a paper bag, and then like freeze it.
Right.
They were doing, EPA was doing, or the FDA was doing like studies on it and stuff like that.
So I guess what's the coolest creature that you guys have found? Surely octopuses or something like me. I don't know.
We catch a bunch of those.
Lobsters.
We catch crap out of lobster. Yeah, we catch a bunch of lobsters. Sawfish.
Really?
Yeah.
So those are endangered, right?
Yeah,
That's cool.
Yeah, so we've caught 3. But yeah, well, that's probably the coolest thing I've seen to sawfish. Big rays, like caught some big, like
6-footers.
bigger than this table. Yeah,
Yeah. Well, you know,
How about jellyfish?
Oh, that too.
How big is a jellyfish?
Not too. I mean, they're not big,
But and there's got to be some big jellyfish you've seen.
gotta be man eaters probably out there.
I mean, we've seen some big ones on the water and stuff. But when you catch them in the net, they're like
Fall
you
apart.
get all together. Yeah, you don't really know anything about them. So but we've caught. I've got some pictures of like the whole back deck's just like jellyfish. Like we're just standing in jellyfish.
Gross.
Yeah.
How about deformed like a shark with 5 eyes?
No, not really. We've never really seen.
What about like a cannon from an old boat?
No cannon. We've caught some airplane parts. We caught like a whole wing, like a tail
Of like a new one?
No, it's old. It's been down there. No telling how long. Shopping carts.
When that happens, do you mark it? And
hold on, you
not
said
really. Something
shopping carts?
Oh yeah,
that's probably from the reef. Somebody went out there.
Yeah, we call like chicken coops, stuff like that. People like homemade reefs and stuff.
Does that mess up those trawl?
Yeah, it will. Like we replaced like once we go east, like to Florida and stuff with all the coral and like all that crap, we rip the shit out of nets.
Really?
Yeah. How long's the net last, you think?
Just depends. I mean, like last October we went through in like 2 days we ripped like 7 nets. Yeah.
How many are on that boat
when
y'all leave?
We bring 10 normally. Is when we go to the East Coast, we'll bring 10.
Do you have like a small boat that comes out for you sometimes?
Yeah.
What's the normal? We're just loading you with questions right now.
I'm having fun with it. Yeah, because we're about to get into weird shit too.
Yeah. So, all right, when y'all are out, you're saying you're gone 14 days max, pretty much 12 days. Okay.
Yeah.
Where's your ports?
So we'll go. Normally they'll come to Biloxi, and then we'll leave from Biloxi. If we're going east, then we'll go down. We've been into Panama City. So Panama City we can get into. We can get into Pensacola, but there's really not a lot there. And then St. Pete, which is Tampa Bay area. That's the ports we go into down there. Been in the Key West before.
This shit hard to park?
Yeah, not really. Key West
for me and you, it probably is.
But I mean, at the port at night, you know what I mean? You're like lining up at night, bad weather. You got
radar and
we got
night vision and all that on there.
Night vision.
No, not yet. They need that. What's the one stuff to miss? Get our boys some night vision.
I got a flare, but it's like a handheld and it's.
Have you used it?
Not really for hunting purposes.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, so like it's not that bad. Like going into Key West, you know, because like you're going down there with like $1 million yachts and like all these fine boats, and then you got us coming in there. It's like 1982 100-foot rusty shrimp boat. We've been out for days. We're doing donuts in the channel because like a piece of machine's broke, so we're trying to pick it up.
Like McGill's Navy,
bro. It was bad. Like I said, we broke a hydraulic line, so we were trying to come in. So our hydraulics were down, and we got a little cat head thing upstairs. So we're like trying to perk the booms up. So we're like, I swear, dude, we're doing circles in the Key West channel, trying to lean the boat enough so this little winch can pull up the boom.
Did you have anyone ask you about it once you got on land?
No,
like, we saw you out there.
No, nobody asked us. But yeah, we went into Key West. That was pretty trippy because I'd like back in between these like $1 million yachts and like pretty sketch.
What about whales or like tiger sharks and stuff?
Yeah, we seen last summer. We seen some whale sharks. Seen 3 whale sharks.
Are they big? I mean,
yeah,
30 foot. Yeah, they're
monsters. I got some pictures. We'll look at them. Should have got it ready, man. We could put some pictures up.
Yeah, well,
Garrett's Trudy's birthday. So
yeah,
Garrett,
we got to get Garrett.
Garrett.
So like,
Garrett just left.
I don't know the guy, but we keep talking about him. Matt had to set us up. That's
Garrett's like,
late.
I don't have time for you tonight.
Oh, dude,
yeah, he's like, I don't have time for y'all.
We're here though. You know,
we
happy birthday, Miss Trudy.
Yeah,
we love you.
Thanks for your Amazon account. That's what I'm on. No, I think it's fascinating. I mean, but how about UFOs? Have you seen any UFOs or anything?
Nah, man, I've never seen. You
got to be out there at night though, and you got to see some crazy shit.
Yeah, we see like the shooting stars and like all that stuff. Like, there was one time we were out there, and me and another guy was on the back deck. You know, like it's dark out there. Like,
yeah, extremely dark.
We seen a flash or something, and we were like, "Dude, what the fuck? What was that?" You know, like he's like, "Oh, UFO." I was like, "But who knows, man? You know, you never know."
What about like the lights and stuff, northern lights? Have you ever been able to see anything like that?
Nothing like that.
How long did it take you to get used to being out on the water so long? I mean, that's got to be a transition, right?
Yeah, it's a challenge. When I first started doing that, I've been there for 13 years, coming in April. So like,
wow, we're getting old, bro.
Yeah, 2010 was when I started. First trip I ever did was 10 days, and I was pumped. Like I was young, I was on the water, I didn't know any better. Now when I'm getting older, it's like some of these trips, because we were doing before COVID, we were doing 30-day legs. So like we would go out for CMAP. We do 2 12-day legs, then we'd go back in the port, and we used to do cameras and traps. So we'd like drop these 3D cameras on like reefs and stuff, and we'd go back out for another 10 days. We'd like come home, unload that, go right back out in June for another 3 legs, 10 days each of cameras. So like we were going like April, then July, then June, like back to back to back.
Yeah, that sounds tough.
It was getting rough, like we were going a lot, but COVID hit, kind of put a damper on everything. We really haven't been working a lot. So hopefully we're trying to ramp back up. The boat's, like I said, the boat's old. It was built in 1982. So we're trying to get some funding. If anybody wants to shell out lots of
Brett
money.
Favre, probably. He's a good athlete. He went to Southern Miss.
We were talking about that. We were trying to get them to sell the volleyball court or whatever they built. We were going to get them to sell it and give us the money.
Yeah.
We're trying to.
What does a boat like that cost? 100-foot boat, brand new, with all the technology on it.
Oh, surely probably 3 or 4 plus. I would think.
It's like more than that. It's like, I think.
Garrett, can you pull it up?
50 mil.
50?
Yeah. I think, like I said,
50 mil.
Louisiana's building one right now. That's what I think they said their budget was, like 50 mil. We're just we're lowballing, man. We're trying to get 20. That's all we need. We just need 20 mil.
Yeah.
Is it run good though? Or no?
Y'all should do a car wash at AutoZone.
Dude, that's hey. We'll have to hook that up, dude. I'll have to go to Southern and see.
Poster boards.
Do you know Mr. James is a Bells bondman now?
I did see that.
Okay.
I've seen that. Yeah. I seen him, man. He was at Walmart. I was like going through Walmart, and I like seen him walk out, and I was like, I know that character, Mr. James.
Was on his Harley?
No, I don't know what he's driving.
He's got a Dodge. I think he's got a Dodge Charger now.
You think he still has the Harley? Mr. James, do you still have the Harley? Because if he does, I'm picturing Renegade, Bell Bondsman, Harley, Flames, leather. I don't know why.
So, guys, if you're just tuning in, Mr. James Video and Aquariums was our video store on Lemoyne Boulevard.
It was just Mr. James Video. And then he went
really
straight into aquariums.
But it ramped up with aquariums, but I'm saying it was that spot.
He loved aquariums, probably more than videos.
Yeah. He had coins too. Remember he did like
I bought Pawpaw a coin. I bought Pawpaw a coin.
Yeah, he did coins for a little while.
So some of them old photos.
I think he was just like what's an entrepreneur, not an entrepreneur, he's dabbling everything.
Yeah,
Mr. James is just a dabbler, man. Like every time.
Well, I believe his aunt that raised him, he had 2 aunts that raised him. One was in the CIA, I believe. So I mean, I used to go over.
Did you just make that up?
No, I used to go to his house in Ocean Springs off Fort Bayou. Yeah, I mean, I
don't know, man. I didn't dabble that much into his life
either.
I just went to the man's video store.
Yeah, I absolutely remember meeting her. And
did she tell you, hey,
no,
my name's so and so?
He told me because I mean,
I'm in the CIA.
We did spend a lot of time in there. Like,
yeah,
we could walk there, ride our bikes there. So like, we did spend a shit ton of time in there.
Well, he used to work at GameStop. Then he moved to GameStop. When he moved to GameStop, Ryan Bowden bought a. He's in the gun world. So Ryan Bowden bought a 38 special. We went to his house.
Okay.
So I've been over there a few times, but Ryan bought a Taurus. But he's big in the gun world.
I can see.
I think it's Ryan. Yeah, Ryan, you bought that Taurus from him.
I mean, if he got Harley, probably got a gun.
I'll tell you what he had that was badass.
If you ain't got a gun, you can't own an R.
I'll tell you one thing he had that was badass in his garage, and I still remember it was a 1991 Chevy IROC hardtop convertible. They only did a couple years of them.
Yeah.
But he had the white one, but he had the hardtop convertible. It was a custom, it was a rare one. I wonder if you still got that car, Mr. James.
You have to hit us up.
I have to get him on the show.
That's what you need to do.
Yeah, we get him with the 20 questions like we're getting Joshua.
Yeah, you're asking me questions about Mr. James. It's like Mr. James
playing this game all wrong.
Well, we got to dive into it.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, that's what you ought to do. We ought to get him on here. We ought to get all the old like.
Should just do a reunion.
I know Mr. King's gonna be
at the
coming on.
community center.
That's what
Aaron Wilson will probably play music
Oh, we're
for
gonna
us.
Cedar Grove.
we could. Yeah, we do. Got.
Are they still around?
Yeah, it's still there. They had church there last night. I went by there yesterday and it had a sign up, and they put a sign out and called it a church. I don't remember what it was, but I was like, no, this is a community.
How much
center,
is it
bro.
a night to rent? Do you know?
I don't know. My mom would know. I'm surprised she's not watching. We gotta ask my mom.
It's probably still. I remember it being cheap if you lived in the neighborhood.
If you live there, I don't think it's that much. So
Like $10 or something. $50 for the weekends.
Can't be that.
That thing's been there for a long time.
Yeah, dude.
We're going to a few birthday parties there. When we were
Dude, I've been to
kids.
school dances there.
Yeah.
We had then they moved it to St. Martin Library because I think the photo of us where I was flipping off the camera was like a half flip like this.
Yeah. I think that was at the library.
Like this.
That I thought that's just how you did it.
Yeah, that picture was either at the library.
It was at a school
or
dance.
it was at a school dance. I don't remember if it's library or the junior high. Dang, dude, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, because I mean,
So many fuzzy memories.
I know I kind of remember us going to school dances together.
Oh yeah.
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 I was telling someone our getting arrested on the four-wheeler story not too long ago.
Yeah.
Can we tell the story again? I don't remember it.
I'll tell you from my side of it, and then Josh could probably fill in the blank. But Josh, you know, they always had four-wheelers, and he had these roads and trails that he knew about. And we had the plan to go ride on the Blackjack Bay golf course, which had just closed down. It's been 7 years, so we can talk about it. We're not statute of limitations are way gone. But anyway, we went from his house to the golf course, which was probably not our first time to do that. So we're pretty comfortable with the route. But we're down there, we're ramping the tee boxes, and we ended up going down to the marsh, and it got stuck. And we're sitting there trying to get out of the mud.
We were trying to get out.
And whenever we came back, there was a couple cops sitting there with their guns pulled out.
Just straight like
And was like, get on the floor now. I think we didn't have a driver's license yet.
No. We were
12, 13 years old,
we were
maybe.
like 13.
And they were asking for our driver's license, and they didn't believe us.
No, yeah. I remember it was a lady, it was a bigger lady, and she's like, give us your driver's license. We were like, what? We don't have a driver's license. And she's like, what's your name? We're gonna call it in. We know you got a driver's license. And we're like, man, we do not have a driver's license. Yeah.
So our parents showed up, and
I had to call.
I mean, out of the things I got in trouble for, that wasn't the worst. But we learned a lesson.
Did you have to pay any kind of money?
So the cop, because of I guess our parents, probably not my parents. I'm sure it was more your parents than mine, but somehow
Too
sweet
honest.
talked her. Yeah, they somehow sweet talked her into they impounded the four wheelers. So they called the Fergusons. Remember the old Fergusons that was on Lemoyne?
Yeah.
So they called Tommy Ferguson because they knew whatever. Yeah. He come and picked them up and brought them straight to our house. And my mom gave him, I think they gave him like $100. Like that was it.
How crooked.
Right? Like we were supposed to get impounded four wheelers, but
how crooked.
I mean, but then I rode four wheelers too. But I mean, I rode four wheelers, but at the time, like we rode that wasn't nothing crazy. Now
the crazy part was the lady pulled the gun on us when we were kids.
That was the craziest part. Was like we just roll around the corner.
We were felons.
We knew we were kind of doing something wrong, but like we didn't expect to be like guns drawn. We were probably going to prison.
I mean, I tell you what, one of the crazy things. Tommy Broadnax pulled a knife out on me and Kyle Mallett.
Well, dude, I remember running from that guy
quite a few times.
Is he still around?
I don't know, man. We were talking about that.
He's the only like sitting Jackson County supervisor that owned a creek. He lived off Broadnax, Tommy Broadnax.
Yeah.
And shout out Tommy, nice guy.
Yeah, sorry we raised hell.
Didn't like ATVs. He didn't like.
I don't know if he didn't like them so much. The landowners that we were.
No, he owned the land.
Yeah, but still, exactly. So like,
no. Well, I'm saying I found out when Mr. Pete was like, "That's all Tommy's land." So Tommy, people use his land. His friends use his land, so they always like looked out for him. But he had the spots we rode at was like his.
Yeah,
that's how he knew, because back then cell phones wasn't too crazy. It was. I mean, he hit me. I know we got busted a few times from him. I was with you a few times. I know our worst was with Kyle Mount. He pulled a knife out.
Well, I want to know why. Tell me that story.
We were leaving. So Kyle had his trailer on Cron Road. and Mr. Andrews, when Kyle was working with Mr. Andrew, and a bunch of us were out. We used to do water riding, and just Tommy Broadnax. We were coming back to Kyle's house to party a little bit, and he caught us right on the the power line, and he was trying to talk nice, and then was not Andrew, the one that passed away with the red 4-tracks. I forgot his name. BJ would remember his name.
Kevin Reed?
No, not Kevin. Kevin was with us, but it was another one. Right after he just what's his name?
Anyways, I don't feel bad now.
But Mr. Tommy got cocky with him, and he got cocky back. He was like, hey, fuck you, like just chill. And that's when Tommy pulled the knife out. And I remember just heading back to Kyle's house. And
do we need to petition for more safe places to ride for?
They won't do it anymore. Because number one, you can't.
I mean, Josh, we used to go, and you took me a couple of times to, was that place?
Red Creek?
Yeah, we went a couple of different places.
Creek's still there.
Yeah.
We go to Red Creek.
That's mud ride. I'm saying we rode the creek.
That's, you
can't do that anymore. I now realize I'm older, but like it's all the oil and all the gases.
Yeah, but like
it's pretty strict now.
We talked about that. Like we go to Red Creek. We still do a lot of riding. We all got full still. So like,
what do you drive now?
Oh man, I got all kinds of stuff. I got a Terex. I got a brute force. I got 2 brute forces. We got a Suzuki 450.
How many Fulls you got?
I got too many.
You got side by side?
Yeah. I got a 4-seater Terex.
What is the TRX? A Honda? What is it?
That's the Terex. It's a Kawasaki. It's like a brute force. It's got the same brute force motor, just in a side by side.
You like that one?
Yeah, it's nice.
How big are the tires?
31s.
How loud is the system?
Not loud. I don't know. It's not that loud in that one.
No.
No. Well, we really don't do a lot of the system stuff.
Didn't you have that Rancher?
Mm-hmm. That's what. So when that happened, my mom and dad were actually at the Honda shop picking up a brand new. I had just bought it the day we got busted.
Yeah,
I remember that Rancher.
Yeah,
Mike had one too.
Mike had one.
I had the 4-tracks, and then
the good old days. Now we got to wake up and go to work in the mornings.
Bummer, dude.
Yeah.
The thing is, we had it good when it comes to the full ride because you can't do that riding anymore. Like I would just ride all through Latimer.
We had trails going all the way.
No, I didn't ride on trails.
Yeah.
I rode on the roads.
Yeah, we do that, but still, we did. We had trails. Like we go to Micah's. Remember Micah's mom and dad's or
Alleyburg.
We go to Alleyburg.
Joseph Dom's.
We go to Dom's, and then like we'd leave there. We'd end up over at Riverside.
Yeah, saw piles.
The sawdust piles. We go over there. I mean, we were in Latimer. Like, think of it now, like, riding around. It's like, man,
miles and miles.
Yeah. Like, we did some riding back then. I'd love to ride that again, like the old trails like that.
There's still got to be some there, like up off the Wire Road and stuff. Some kids are out there terrorizing.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, Mr. Pete passed away last year.
I was going to ask you if
he had cancer. He passed away. He still had the 4-tracks, and he had it all kept up. And he was telling, I would go there, and from time to time, I go spend time with him. And he still had some of the trails in the back.
Yeah, I bet we still go there.
He said his memories. He said he was just telling me, he's like, I miss you. Like even though he's a hard ass on us, he's like, I miss you boys. Like, he misses because every Saturday we'd have them damn things cranked up.
We'd go there, we'd leave there and go in the back to Brandon Bailey's. We'd go back to Virginia City.
Yeah.
All through there.
Gas was 99 cents a gallon.
We raised hell back in there. I know they hated us, man. We were fucking into the
Can we talk about the time? Can we talk about the time that I had my birthday party? Paige Mount was dancing on the Corvette. Joe's Dom's dad bought him that four-wheeler. He never had a four-wheeler, and his dad bought him that four-wheeler for the birthday party.
The Big Bear, right?
Yeah, he bought it, but he bought it that day because he was like, we were all sitting around, and I had the birthday party, and there's a bunch of us, and Joe's like, I remember that his dad came, he's like pulled up in the biggest four-wheeler, and then I think you rode behind me, and you had a pocket knife.
I was always holding. I always keep that thing on me, dog.
That was the worst thing I remember. There's like we're riding, and he has a pocket knife, and like we're
it wasn't unsheathed. I was just riding around like this.
You just had it out, like Joe waving around, like
it doesn't sound like.
Having you hear,
but I want to picture it.
Having you here brings memories of that kind of shit, though. Where it's like, dude, we just get on our fullers and we fucking ride for days.
Did some stuff back in the day,
and we didn't have rent. We didn't have a house note.
Good. Got some good lunch food from Crew Thirds or some pizza pie.
I want to shout out to my parents and say thank you for not letting me know what bills are.
Yeah.
Covering that up for me.
They probably should have more. Probably should have.
Thank you for the shoes I had. That's the thing. I was like sitting there but the foolers, I was like, shit, I think me and Mike were talking about too long ago, like how cheap gas was for like we'd go to Crew Thirds, and of course, Crew Thirds, like now you have credit card stuff, but back then we just had the sheet. Like I would just go in and put gas on the card. Miss Lanita would be like,
Yeah.
Here you go. And we'd load it up with Jolly Ranchers. Me and Mike were talking about it. Like it would take a dollar. A dollar would fill up our four-wheelers.
Oh yeah. Dude, we went last time we went rodding, I filled up a 5-gallon jug and 2 4-wheelers, and it was like $50.
Wow.
Yeah. So like $50 in gas. That's just for the 4-wheelers. And then like I think we went to Red Creek, and it was like $40 to get in. And then, truck gas and like food. And it's like just for a simple 1-day rodding trip, it was over $100.
The good thing is you got a bunch of ATVs, and me and Matt can go for free now.
I mean, you got to pay for
$40 ticket,
$40
wristband.
interest fee and gas. I ain't paying for your gas. So yeah, I got plenty.
We'll work something out. Maybe Golden Girls could sponsor the guy for the trip or something.
Be like back in the day. Do you remember we used to ride we had the 2, so we brought them over. I remember who it was that's going around the corner and the tire fell off.
That was me. That was me and you, I think, yeah. That was fun.
What happened? You had a Wolverine, didn't you? Remember going to pick it up with you?
Never really made it. I mean, it was fast, but it was old.
Whatever happened to that thing?
I don't even know, man.
It's one of the gifts I thought about buying you.
In life, a lot of memories blacked out or gone.
I've thought it's one gift. And you'll never know when we get older, but one gift is like, one day I'm going to find a Wolverine for Matt.
I don't think I would rather have the pet Wolverine than the four-wheeler Wolverine at this point in my life.
Yeah.
Just to say the word more because it's a pretty badass word.
What's your thoughts now? Like, I mean, do you besides full riding, I mean, your dad, you got a wife, any kind of hobbies you in? I mean, do you
you still you used to knit, right?
Yeah, I used to knit back in the day. No, I still my dad's working at Suzuki. Well, it's not Suzuki City no more. It's South Mississippi Power Sports, whatever. So we dabble in like people come in, we'll buy projects and like do that on the side, work on 4-wheelers and stuff like that. I do that.
Is he full time?
Yeah, he does it full time down there.
Is Little Mike owns it?
So it's still so Big Mike, and then Little Mike's there, and then the daughter, Tiffany is her name. They're actually building a new one up the road, by the Car Smart. Is it Car Smart on the corner of Lorraine?
Yeah. That's been a big project. They've been working on that.
Shop. Yeah. So that's going to be their new shop.
Because they were at the place I would always buy because me and Joe bought. We had 2 brute forces and 750s.
Yeah.
And we bought them from Coast Cycle World. In that same shopping center.
Yeah.
They had that there.
Right, they bought that from the Honda. They bought the Honda shop. So now they own all the Honda shop, Honda and all that.
Diot said that like it was something about the leasing happened, and then they had to move down, and now they're are they still going to do Suzuki City, or is it gone?
No, they still sell Suzukis. It's just all in one.
Oh, well, I'm saying, but it's still going to have Suzuki and Biloxi. They're shutting that down.
They're shutting it down. Everything's going to be down the road at the corner down there. Yeah.
Okay.
All under one roof.
So it's everything now.
Honda, Suzuki.
Who's got K&M?
Nobody around here. Well, I think maybe somebody off 49 up in Gulfport.
Is K&M still a fierce 4-wheeler?
Oh yeah, man. It's still.
I know that's where we see some of the nicer ones hunting. A lot of the big side by sides, like the enclosed ones, are all Can-Am.
Yeah. Polaris is pretty solid with them too. Like they compete pretty good for because they're like the only ones really that's got the 1000. So yeah.
I know Micah just sold his, but Micah was real big into Can-Ams.
Yeah,
they're badass machines. Though. That's the first full ever.
We need to get Micah on the show so he can go over noises and how motors sound. One thing I remember whenever we were kids is him always like making the gas noise. Like
remember he had the single cab 4-wheel drive Chevy.
Yeah,
I think it had the V. I don't know if it had the V6 or straight.
I think it was in V8.
That thing was so loud.
It was. I had to use it to pull out my truck one time. I got stuck behind my parents' house.
I remember doing that behind your parents' house, the old green long
wheelbase.
Oh
yeah.
You saw all drive it around back there.
I haven't been back there in years. You could probably go check it out. See if anything's changed. I remember putting like a deer. I got a lock on back there and a camera.
The craziest place to go check out is going to ride down Diesel.
Dude, I haven't been to Diesel.
That was scary either. Go ride down Diesel.
I heard rumors about people just pouring nails and stuff down there. Yeah, just to deter people from riding back there. So like I would be more nervous to even ride back there.
Yeah. What a bunch of assholes.
Who was that person? Do you know the person? Can you give their name?
No, I mean there wasn't them saying I poured nails down there. It was them saying I had my tires
Man, who
slashed
could it be?
all up.
Was it Barry Amaker? Is he still around the prison?
I think he's left. I think he's not superintendent.
Yeah,
He's
no.
still in the school system at some sort.
I don't know what his capacity is, but I'm friends with him on Facebook. He's retired now.
I think he did. I think I did see he retired not too long ago.
He's probably still got the scooter though.
He was the first person I knew that had an electric scooter. I'm not gonna lie. I rode it, so I mean, it's not.
I mean, looking back on it though, that guy he was super weird, but he cared.
Oh yeah,
and that was one thing that I didn't understand or realize as a young kid. It was more like it was this goofball, but like he wanted us to be better people, and I admire that a little bit. So
for sure,
shout out, A Macker.
Who was your favorite teacher at St. Martin?
I like blurred all that out. Honestly, school is not my forte. I don't know. That's a tough one.
The lunch ladies.
So I try to call Saber a couple of days ago, and I'm trying to get her to track down our field trip shirts we had in Miss Polk's class, so I can recreate them.
A long time ago.
Yeah, but I remember seeing a picture, and it was me in my field trip shirt from kindergarten.
A field trip shirt. Describe that, please.
It just had it had pencils on it, and everybody had different colors.
How old were you?
I was like 5, 6.
I had a field trip. I wasn't at St. Martin at that point.
Yeah, you were at that Christian camp or whatever.
You know where we probably went on the field trip? We probably went to the old MEC aquarium over at Point Cadet.
I mean, we did a couple. I mean, we did a couple. We'd also do the national park, Ocean Springs.
Yeah.
But yeah, the one in Biloxi right there by the old Maritime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was it. But no, the kindergarten. So each was Miss Fountain.
Had Miss Fountain.
There's a couple teachers, but everybody had we were orange. I remember that. But we're all different colors, and it was just like pencils, and it just said Miss Polk's class, and had a school bus on it. So if you went on a field trip, your parents, the teacher couldn't lose you. So we're all color coordinated, and I just want to recreate that so we're on the show, and just wear it around.
Just look at the yearbooks. I'm sure you can find the old yearbooks, man. So it's got to be a picture of somewhere in there.
It was mine's blurry. I just want detail of it.
Oh, gotcha.
So maybe I can really fully because I think it was all the same, but just different colors.
Yeah, probably so.
Do you remember the color you had?
No.
Guys, you should start taking.
I don't even remember my teachers in elementary school. Dude.
I remember a few. I remember the ones that sucked. I remember the ones that were really good.
So tell you good.
I don't want to call anybody out. We've had the best one on here.
That's Heist.
Yeah. Shout out, Miss Heist. You already know.
So Mr. King's gonna be coming on.
I remember Mr. King. He was an art teacher, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember.
So he watched. I believe he watched the episode with Nick on here when Nick was talking about him. And I ran across him and seen him. He shook his hand and he was just like, it was a small little connection we had. And I was like, just told him anytime. He's like, let me know. He enjoyed the Angela Heist because I know he loves Angela. I don't know. I'm shout out that's what I was going back and forth with Matt and me and Matt in the last year or two, the St. Martin crowd, coming back with our St. Martin friends and getting to hear stories. I felt like we had a pretty great
group. I would say that for
they're
sure.
Awesome. Especially when you get older, you meet them, you're like, damn, I want to hang out with you, dude.
I mean, most people I know that are doing things.
St. Martin.
Yeah. I feel like we had a pretty solid.
Still is.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't hang out as much as we used to, but I was telling my dad about the story the other day. Whenever I saw you at was Glory Bound, and I grabbed you by the beard, and your wife was like, "Who is this guy?"
Yeah,
you almost just killed a guy for bumping into you, and you let this guy grab your beard. And
yeah.
You have a nice beard, though.
It is nice beard.
It takes it's a lot of patience.
Is this just a family thing, or how long would I have to grow this to get that? Is that a year? Is that more than a year?
I don't know what it was to get to. I mean, I've been doing it for 4 years, but
I've been doing the hair now for about a year.
I can't do the hair, man.
No.
I tried to do the hair.
I got it. I'm in a ponytail now. It's a thing.
What's there? It's getting good.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting there. I can't do the hair.
I never.
Your hair is just too thick. I don't like how it grows
it's just
out.
I just don't like how it grows.
The only thing that sucks is trying to sleep and it'll like tickle my face sometimes. That's about it.
Are you going to keep it going or are you going to cut it off for the wedding?
I've been thinking, I don't know. I need to get it cut or at least shaped at some point in the near future.
You like it long? I mean,
that's more of a lazy thing, to be honest. I
I
get a lot of compliments on it, but I think it's just more because people don't see me with it.
I mean, it's dominant. But ponytails win.
I'm gonna do. I was telling Tiffany, my wife, I was telling her I was gonna do the rat tail.
Yeah,
I was gonna bring the rat.
We
tail
did it.
I did it. Oh, we did. Yeah.
No,
I had one. And this one kind of was a rat tail.
So I redid it. Like I started growing it. I was sitting at mug shots with Cam and Butler and Kane. And I remember we're at mug shots a few years ago. It's when I started growing, we both started growing our hair. Like it was 2 years ago. About 2 years.
I didn't start growing mine until October of last year.
That far though. You went pretty far with it.
What?
It was probably around that time though. We started like the hair. Like I just let my hair go. It's like start growing a little bit.
Now you got a front rat tail.
Well, I just trimmed it up. Well, so I'll tell you the story how this happened. Is like it grew out. It kept going longer and longer and longer. Well, it was Christmas, and I was drinking at my stepbrother's house, and it was like 2 a.m, and he was out right here in Bayview. And we're like, he was like, I cut my my son's hair. Let me cut your hair. I'm like, no.
Sounds great.
Sounds like a good story right there.
Shout out to Adam. And I was like, no. I was like, no, man. I was like, I'm good. He's like, I'm telling you, I'm getting better and better at it. And it kind of went on about 10 minutes. And then finally he pulled out. I said, fine. Pulled out a chair. It was like he buzz cut me. I mean, he trimmed it real short. I'm like,
good, man.
Well, I know it's done now. I mean, I just got a hair.
This is after you fixed it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he did good, but it was just like I wasn't in the right mindset to say.
I hope he's not listening, man. You're like ragging on him.
He's not a barber, is he?
Yeah. No, he sells insurance.
Okay.
Oh shit, dude.
Yeah, I would only let.
But he bought a kit. He bought a haircutting kit
on Amazon.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of felt like I trusted it. Music was going right. Bourbons were going down slow.
The bourbon, that's what it was.
Yeah. Would you let Josh cut your hair?
Josh,
White?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Unless we were shaving our heads, then I would.
Have you ever?
It takes no skill to shave a head.
Have you ever cut your own hair?
No, I don't recall.
I've cleaned up. Even this, like around my glass, around my sideburns area.
Around my ear once or twice.
No, I'm saying, have you ever just sat there in a mirror and just cut your hair
with scissors? No, yeah, no. Have you?
You already know, man. My uncle
did,
would
for sure.
My uncle cuts my hair. So
yeah, ain't got to worry about it. When's the last time you did it?
Cut my own hair?
Yeah.
Shit, it's been a long time.
Were you like a kid and you like had it all jacked up? Or
my first time I ever cut my hair, I think I was like 12. 11.
I've never done that.
There's just like I just was like I want to do.
I knew I had zero skill whenever it came to that.
I mean, fucked it up. Yeah. A buzz cut, like doing the buzz cut because let's say it's even now. You look at the trends when it comes to like haircuts and clothing. I mean, 1 year chevron print, next year is this, and it's always a change. Like right now, you're going through the Carhartt world, and you go back and forth. I mean, everything revolves. So
the Carhartt world, I love it.
We had the mullets. So mullets. That's where. So like when I did the long hair, it was COVID. So COVID.
How long are we talking though? Like,
I can put it in a ponytail. I had a mullet, like a full blown mullet for around COVID, and I probably grew it for a couple of years. And I don't know why I shaved or why I cut it.
Did you use hair gel?
Nah.
Did you get anything in it? Candy?
No. No, never got anything in it. On the beard, I get food in it all the damn time. But
so what does it feel like to be in your 30s now?
Dude, old. I just had my wellness done. Well, man, I went to the doctor this week, but I had my wellness check done. My cholesterol's up. It's weird. I've had for the past, for the longest time I never went to the doctor, but then I started going because I had the free wellness checks or whatever. Always been good. Blood pressure's always been high. It runs in the family. But my cholesterol was high, which was weird. Like the road beers.
Could be.
Is it twisted? So twisted tea is your thing.
Right now, yeah.
Do you get the 24s? And that's a weapon.
No, man, I don't do the weapon. I don't do the weapon stuff. No, off, man. We ride 4-wheelers. You see everybody on them, dude. So I was like, wow, I got me some of them.
Is it like
Do you
tea?
stay the night there?
Nah, we don't do. We've been a couple times. We're like, there's a place in Alabama called Bogs and Boulders. We like rented a cabin and stuff. We've rented a cabin at Red Creek, but we've never like old school camped out like some Kyle Mallet stuff. We used to do that.
Kyle's doing big time now, right?
Yeah, Kyle Mountain. So every we got boating for boobies. We do the boat in Captain Al's. Kyle came and supported, spent the money, got a slip, and he has this one boat. It's AC boat, and he did. I was like, Kyle, I'm like, I'm help putting on the vent. I'm walking around trying to find him. He did. Jennifer came out. Kyle did not leave that cabin one time.
It's AC.
Yeah, it's been hot outside. Y'all got AC on y'all's road?
Oh yeah.
How cold does it get?
We keep it cold.
Like 60s?
Yeah, like 69, 68.
Oh, it's perfect.
Damn, the whole time.
Oh yeah. It's the.
Now,
I bet it gets into a scorcher out there. I mean, there's got to be
Do
something.
y'all have y'all's own quarters, or do you have your bunk beds?
So I have my own room. I've got each room has bunk beds. So like my room's got 2 beds, but I'm by myself. And then crew room's got 4 bunks. The state rooms, which are like the scientists, marine biologist rooms, they've got 4 bunks. The chef's room's got 2, and then the first mate room's got 2 bunks.
Do you have any posters on the wall or anything?
No, I got some pictures up. I got some stickers on the mirror. I got a mirror. I got some stickers on it.
What kind of stickers we're talking here?
I don't even know what's on it, dude. I got a Southern Miss sticker, and I think I got Costa sticker, and
pretty good size room. We're talking like a little 6x6. I mean, what size room we're talking here? I'm thinking
it's
like,
not very big.
do you have a TV in there?
Yeah, I got a TV.
Little desk?
No desk. Well, I got a little thing that folds down to a desk. I never use it, but it's not huge.
What kind of TV channels or Netflix or what are you getting to watch up there?
So we've got a dish. So we got like one of them like RV type dish that spins. So we get all like dish networks.
So I mean, right now I'm binging Ted Lasso.
No, we don't get none of that. I mean, we don't have internet. It's like once I leave, I'm out.
So it's like a lot of DVDs.
Yeah. Well, Netflix now because you can download.
Well, Ted Lasso is on Apple.
Yeah, so I mean, I watched it, but I didn't.
Damn good show.
Oh, yeah, it's good. We watched it.
Oh, you've watched it?
Yeah,
it's a really good show.
Yeah,
you kept saying because he's big in the TV show, so I'm really just diving in.
You're 3 years late on it.
I'm sorry.
At least you get to binge it now.
Yeah, that's the worst thing. Like now they started doing HBO and Showtime are doing like each episode each week. That shit sucks.
I hate it.
Mandalorian's pissing me off right now.
I haven't gotten into that one yet. I'm at the.
Is it the weight that sucks, or is it the shows?
Wait, I don't like it. I'm the person that wants to just watch it, get it done with. I want to just because I got other things to do. If you give me one day and I'm like,
but once it's over, I get like postpartum almost. Like after Obi-Wan,
but I could do more things like learn more shit, build more shit. So if I want to do like a TV binge for me, it's going to be like either like a Saturday evening with family, like Emily's, doing her crafts, making dinner, we're cleaning the house, hanging out with our kid, and then I got 6 hours of nothing. Yeah. Because it's tough. Like your dad, like to have that. There's like it's tough to have like a day to yourself.
Yeah, that's what we don't watch TV like a lot of times on like a weekend and stuff like that. We're always doing stuff. It's always like at night, like we get home after work, we'll like settle down. We'll like after cooking dinner, we'll like sit down and then we'll watch TV. It's not like all the time. So
with my work schedule, I mean, especially with our show, we do, with our show and the way we create shit, but like weeks are pretty tough with our insurance and work.
Way more hectic.
Yeah, we got a lot of work during the week. So like I hit that. I have to be the binge guy. Like I have to, because like I'll wait because like I just want to dedicate that day. It's like that day is gonna be.
It'll take me 2 or 3 times attempts to watch something in full.
Yeah,
I'll fall asleep watching it.
Fall asleep?
Fall asleep.
It's that old man. Like my dad's got that old man nod.
They still do Dr. Peppers and popcorn?
Yeah, dude.
He went, Does it still?
Dude, they had a Dr. Pepper sale the other day. I swear this dude
bought a Dr. Pepper sale.
Yeah, this
awesome.
dude bought
easy
real. 30 cases. I walked in the house and it's a wall.
Really?
Yeah.
Where does he keep it all?
Oh, it's like in the kitchen all over.
Yeah, no, I learned about Dr. Pepper, and I still to this day drink Dr. Pepper.
23 flavors.
Yeah, but that's his thing. It's Dr. Pepper and popcorn. Yeah. That's his thing.
It's still the same, man.
And it's like, I remember us taking a couple Dr. Peppers from time to time.
What's your thing?
Water, man. And tea. I drink tea. I kick
Red Diamond.
No, I'll do the Milos. Unsweet though.
Unsweet.
The yellow.
What about a snack? Go-to snack.
We got on the kind of getting on this health kick. So we were doing like the Quest stuff, a lot of like Quest bars, stuff like that.
Yeah, they don't take. I don't know. I'm not really big into them.
They're not bad.
I know we get the birthday cake, but it still tastes like a protein bar.
Yeah. Like I said, the chips, like we eat the chips, stuff like that. They're not bad, but
The chips, are they like? They have a chip now?
yeah, they got like nacho, like it's like the Doritos. They got like a
Does
nacho.
it taste like a
ranch.
Dorito? Yeah, it's not a show.
Does it cost 3 times as much as a Dorito?
Oh fuck yeah! It's,
Yeah,
all that
I
shit's
bet it
like
does.
4 fucking bars are $20.
Jesus.
So my addiction right now is going to be sunflower. It's still sunflower seeds.
Yeah,
I'm addicted to sunflower. I'm not going to
I
stop.
still eat.
I can't
started-
stop.
Hey, what's the brand? Chinook. You sure Chinook?
Yeah. The barbecue ones are fire.
The smoky.
Yeah.
He got
Smokehouse barbecue. Yeah,
Mhm.
those are good. Have you tried the cinnamon toast crunch?
I never tried. I've
When
never
was the
seen
last time
those.
you had the Frito Lay?
Dude,
Well, we have. I'll
Barbecue?
get before you leave. We're gonna leave. Like I bought
you got some packs of them? Where
Yeah,
you find them at?
Online. I paid a lot for them.
I bet
You're gonna get one pack because they're a lot.
I bet
That's
they
a
are,
$5
dude.
pack right there,
I
bro.
bet. Damn.
I'm letting you know when you walk out of here, you're gonna go home with a $1 Frito Lay barbecue sunflower seeds as a gift,
My boy.
and you're gonna eat them at home.
They're
You're like,
delicious.
You're the best.
dude. It is like
They're not expired either.
Nope. No. But so that's like been a battle. Yes, I was so addicted to Frito Lay barbecue sunflower seeds. I think we all were. I think there's so many people that
it
can
was
relate
so
to that.
easy. They're right there by the register. We used to
Yeah.
walk in, grab a handful of them.
And then they went away.
Yeah, dude. Worst mistake they could ever did.
Come
Yeah,
to find out they still do it only small areas. They're only small areas. I'm so tired of when I walk by. Like, I don't want your fucking original Frito Lay. I don't want your ranch. I'm tired of the ranch. Like, let's talk about sunflower seeds.
Okay.
Okay.
The Chinook ones are my new faves.
The Chinooks are pretty.
They
fire.
are, but they're not that.
No,
No, I mean nothing to ever be.
They're too
that.
tiny, too.
but they're original. They're different. They're not. They're unique. I will say that. Like there's
Like
something about them.
They're light.
I started
I get
doing
it. Light
the
flavor.
bigs. Yeah, the
Yeah,
big-
I've had the bigs.
The problem with the bigs are, man, they eat your mouth up because there's
Yeah,
so
salty.
much salt and seasoning.
I got Little Caesars in there.
Little Caesars.
They got a Little Caesar pack.
The
now.
bigs has Little Caesars. I would eat the
So
Old Bay ones.
good.
I like the Old Bays are good. I like their taco ones they got.
Mm.
Taco ones are pretty
Supreme, but Little Caesars are gonna hit different.
What about the Takis? Is that,
good.
No,
is that the
no.
bigs too?
The problem with
I think
Takis.
so. I don't do the Taki or none of that shit.
Well, the problem with Takis is
All the little red fingerprints all over everything. After
at our
we eat 'em.
office. If you go to our office, because we should so when we get into work, we'll buy fucking sunflower seeds, different flavors and stuff. Mixture, like he'll drop some jalapenos. But the Takis are the worst because like you can see like our paperwork,
yeah,
like printed with a red mark on it. You're like, shit. Like they're bad with the like your fingers. Because I mean, like, think about it. Like, I love Doritos. My favorite part of Doritos is licking my fingers though. Like I love that extra catch. That's what Takis feel like because they put that level on it.
It'd be like that this stupid TikTok man. We're watching one. A woman was using chopsticks, was eating like Cheetos or whatever with chopsticks.
What?
Mhm.
So she didn't get to lick
Didn't get
anything.
yeah,
You gotta
it's kind of a disgrace. So, like you said, it's like the whole point is lick your finger.
Yeah, I mean, what? So if we got to, so you're going with your company from Racetrack. You can only get them at Racetrack, right?
No, you can get them online. Yeah, you can order them online.
Whatever.
Racetrack don't have a lot like so they've got a ton of brands. They got like a Parmesan, they got the cinnamon toast crunch.
I haven't seen those.
I've never seen
Yeah.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
But
You
they-
I
making
know
it-
Bucky's has them, and Bucky's
Yeah,
has probably like
Buc-ee's
4 or
got
5
I
flavors.
think you're acting like the show with Sinbad. Everybody thinks he's in that one show, Shazam.
Oh,
I think it's kind of you're doing
That was
this.
Shaq.
Dude, I'm serious. Look at what's the dude's name? Garrett. That's supposed to be
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
We ain't got Garrett, but he'd look him up.
Garrett's on OnlyFans right now.
Probably not.
I know. I would say though, I don't like Dave's. I will say that I'm
yeah.
the older I get, the more disappointed I get with Dave.
But Dave's were the OG
They were
sunflower
the
seeds,
OG.
and if it wasn't for Dave's, I wouldn't know about. I wouldn't be on the sunflower. So I gotta respect them for where they are in my life.
I never liked the original.
I think
Dave's
you're
anyway.
addicted to
Like,
it.
that's Little League.
Yeah.
It was Dave's.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't think there was anything else back then.
No, not back then. Dave's was all we had.
I've
They
been-
only had 2 flavors though, too, barbecue and
Yeah.
How hard would it be for us to make our own little batch? Or
Our
something?
own sunflower seeds.
Like our own, like
I
everybody.
made pumpkin seeds that one time.
But could you? I mean, but I mean,
We'd have to plant some sunflowers. I
well,
believe.
somebody followed us. Somebody followed us, and they're a seed company that wholesale seeds. So,
There you go. That's our. That's
so
our
should we
end.
get some plain ones and then make our own ingredients?
Yes, I'm down.
Like, I would
100%.
eat the shit out of one of my flavors. I would eat.
We
for
could.
me,
I want to name them. That's all I want
it's
to
sriracha mayo.
Sriracha mayo.
Something about a sriracha mayo and a little soy sauce.
Dried out mayo.
That'd be a tough one, dude.
I know, but I just like that flavor of like sriracha. Like, so every time I eat, I don't eat regular mayonnaise. I add sriracha.
I think you're going too far off the rim for us, though. We got to do basic.
Yeah,
Like
I want to just take a stab at
It's already there.
barbecue.
I'll get you a salt and pepper Dave's.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like how you gonna like draw sriracha and mayo to a powder?
So you're saying you just eat regular?
I
mayo.
know where to start. I don't know.
Well, if we're gonna,
I would
but we're not
imagine
making this
dried
up.
out.
We just gotta come up with the ingredient. You don't mix anything. You don't do like fancy ketchup,
Yeah, but that's a
Fancy sauce,
liquid. You
fancy
can't.
sauce.
It's not a liquid though.
You just put it on a piece of glass and leave it outside in the sun.
But
for
how
about
do you
4 or
think that?
5
I mean,
days.
cinnamon toast is.
I don't like the mayonnaise I did because it is curdy. Like it could go bad. It's not a spice. I think you need to stick with
Did you see he
spices.
just
That's what I'm saying.
Did you
Like,
say cinnamon toast is what he just fucking said? man.
I'm telling you, cinnamon toast crunch.
Yeah,
Or
so
Yeah,
I'm
but it's
too
not
far
milk.
off.
And cinnamon toast
Yeah,
crunch.
no, it's no milk. It's just like this. It's just cinnamon. All you taste is cinnamon.
Are they really that good?
I love them. They're really good.
I'm definitely gonna try some now.
Yeah.
I like the days that I do like are the sweet heat ones.
Yeah, they're
And
not
it's
bad.
salty and hot, or sweet and hot.
I'll give them the jalapeno.
Yeah.
I feel like the jalapenos you bought recently, they're pretty
Dude, they
good.
come out with so many flavors. Like you said, I don't remember the OGs, like the barbecue and the.
We need to do our own. So let's find out who that wholesale seed company is. I am totally down to order.
We don't have to do that big of a batch because we don't have to give them out to people. We should eat it for ourselves.
I want to figure out something that's dank, and we could sell them and package them if we wanted to.
So we got to get into like, for me, it'd be like, okay, a sweet teriyaki. I could fuck with a sweet teriyaki.
Sounds good.
I mean, because like I love
Also, liquid,
teriyaki wings
not
and ranch.
spice. I'm sure it could be done.
I'm sure we'd have to like.
What's y'all's two combos though? So like for me, like if I eat wings, I like habanero because I'm growing habaneros right now. So we'll have habaneros we can mix into it. I love
That's a
habaneros.
start. Yeah,
Like
I like where you're going with
We
this.
can do that one.
So we'll have habaneros coming soon. But I love a habanero wing and I love teriyaki and ranch. When you put them two blends together,
Teriyaki and ranch,
oh,
Together?
or all three together. Habanero, teriyaki.
I don't
and
know.
ranch.
I don't know.
You're making me hungry. That's what you're doing.
But I mean, have you ever had teriyaki and ranch? A
No.
big dip at Buffalo Wild Wings, or
We went to Buffalo Wild Wings the other night.
what is your wings you get?
I tried the Thai curry ones they got in the orange chicken. All right, it was a little spicy. In the Thai
How about you? Have you done teriyaki?
I'm habanero and the blazing Asian.
That's a kill right there.
Yeah,
bro. That's you fucking
yeah,
killed
yeah.
that one right there.
Yeah, the habaneros are a little spicier, but I like to dip them sometimes ranch, sometimes blue cheese.
So we need
I
an
like to
Asian
change it up.
glaze.
That's what you're going for sure. You're all about the Asian glaze. Sriracha mayo, teriyaki.
It's just because I used to date Asian girls.
That's like straight Asian for you, bro.
Well, I mean, I
I do like teriyaki though. Teriyaki
I
dips.
like teriyaki too.
If I get jerky, it's teriyaki. When we
Yeah,
make
yeah.
deer jerky, it's teriyaki.
So I would used to get on the Walmart Great Value teriyaki kick. This is like, and I've noticed in the last two because I also love beef jerky.
Yeah.
We all love beef jerky here.
Oh, dude, we killed.
Dude, it's just like it feels like the Great Value, and there's a few other brands like Jack Links. Like their shit's going downhill. Even Slim Jims are pissing me off because like,
I don't do Slim Jims.
well, we do.
I
I
do.
do
There's
Slim
too much
Jims every
grease.
Sunday. So when we go, me and Emily, we do a 2-pack. We split a Slim Jim and an energy drink.
We so like when we go grocery shopping for the boat, bro.
Do y'all actually go, or do you
Oh, yeah, yeah.
send?
No, we go. So like we'll go grocery shopping. We'll go to Walmart and get groceries and shit. I've gotten a talking to about buying too much beef jerky.
Is it
Multiple
Old Trapper?
times?
I mix it up. I get a little bit. I get all of it. Trapper's good.
Great Value.
I guess I'm a great. I get it all.
Do you feel like in the last year or
gotta
two
talk.
that they kind of went downhill though? They used to be fire as shit with the Great Value.
The what's the yellow pack that just came? Oh, they got a sugar-free one.
I don't fuck with that kind of stuff.
Damn, Joe, you got to though.
No, I don't
We
know.
are
I mean,
getting-
they don't have just sugar-free. Like they have a regular, but they
We're
have a
getting to the
sugar-free
age
as
so
well.
we do need to start focusing on that kind of.
I
stuff.
love Robert Brooks's deer jerky.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's just a pain in the ass, man.
It
It's
is.
a lot of
It
work.
is. That's why I kill the deer. I'll slice it up and I bring it to him. I don't even ask questions. I just take.
But
Oh, I got it.
Robert
I do
Brooks,
it myself.
Yeah, it sucks. I've done it.
Robert Brooks jerky. Have you ever had it? So he's not harsh. Like you got spice and kick, but he's not harsh on the ingredients. So it's not like overkill.
I think he just uses teriyaki, waters it down a little bit, and then
I mean it's fire.
a little bit of Tony's on top, and that's all. It's pretty
That's all
simple.
you need, dude. Yeah, you ain't gotta go crazy with it.
Who was the guy from that commercial that had the jerky? I mean, my mom got sucked into it in the 90s. The guy that used to dye his hair with the dehydrator. The old guy with the dehydrator is like, if you call now, you can get this extra kit.
Did he have everything? He had like the juicer too?
Yeah. The old guy with the gray hair. It was gray hair. And
then the rotisserie maker.
In the next 30 minutes, you could do 4 payments of $9.99.
The guy
Guess what?
probably deserves to go to hell
4 sets tonight
for duping all these people into spending their money on that.
Well, we got Duke because we just. I mean, but it was.
Here it comes. Here it comes. He's been waiting on this.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude.
So taking a shit, eBay, found that basketball because we did get that basketball. You had one.
Mm-hmm. I had one. Yeah.
No, we both we wanted it. Our parents got it for us. That was so it came out in 93, but the 94 Pizza Hut is the one we ordered together. This is right when me and you I remember we ordered this shit.
Y'all had the basketball goal, man. We used to shoot.
But this pattern is our pattern. Matt just went today and they brought back the Pizza Hut basketball
for March Madness.
Yep. So these two basketballs and 94 was $7.
Here's a comparison.
Yeah. It's not even a legit size. Like it's not even a real.
Fucking horrible. Yeah.
It's not even a name brand. I don't think. Like, see the one we had back in the day was even a Rollins or whatever. I don't even think the new one's.
It's probably Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
No one out Pizza Hut.
Half the size. Let's talk about portions.
Yeah. No. It's
So what are you at on portions? Have you noticed the portions going down?
Oh yeah. Yeah. For sure.
Do you eat fast food anymore? Or no.
Not really. I think the most fast food that we eat is Zaxby's.
Wings and things. I love Zaxby's too.
So we eat Zaxby's a lot.
I like the sandwich.
Sandwich is good. I like the grade 8 deal, man. That's my go-to.
What is that?
It's just like 8 little chicken nuggets and French fries.
So you're boneless guy.
Yeah. Well, if we go there, yeah.
How about Raising Cane's?
Man, one of my coworkers, dude, his name's Shane. He boy loves Raising Cane's. He's a Raising Cane's fool. Like knowing by name, Raising Cane's fool. I enjoy it. It's okay.
Fuck you, Josh.
Have you been to the Slim Chickens yet?
Damn, dude.
So harsh.
Right? Is that your favorite? You love Raising Cane's? Yeah.
Well, I love the Zaxby's sandwich. The hot, spicy sandwich.
Yeah, I mean, Raising Cane's is good, man. Don't get me wrong.
JoJo's trying to go to war for him over here.
Here's the thing. You can go, like you said, you can go to Zaxby's. You can get original wings. You can get boneless wings. You can get a sandwich.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like different flavors. You go to fucking Cane's, you know what you're getting? Chicken strips.
Yeah.
That's it.
And
That's
overpriced.
Chicken strips.
And their portions on the French fries have gone downhill.
That's why you sub the coleslaw for
no salt, extra toast.
Yeah. I tell you what, the toast has shrunk.
Everything's shrunk.
Yeah, it's like
see. All right, I won.
But every now and again at Cane's, there'll be an extra chicken tender.
Shit.
The only thing that's ever outlasted, and I go with Matt, it's like Sicily's.
Dude, we in Sicily's. Mom and Dad, they'll call us up every once in a while. And they go eat. They'll bring us to eat and stuff. So
I'll go there probably once a month. Mr. Island, man. I just remember way back in the day when the only one they had was right there by the mall. It's like this Hannah sushi place now.
Yeah. Used to be the pho. The pho in Lemoyne. Was it pho?
What
place?
the pho?
What the pho? That's the same owners.
Yeah.
So
he had like the arcade there, and then the room in the back.
Yeah.
With the big screen projector kind of deal. Places need to bring more of that back. You know,
Pizza Hut's doing it right now.
Pizza Hut is.
So still got it on
the arcade.
Yeah, they still got the arcade on the side.
I haven't been in there.
So Pizza Hut got their ass whipped, and that's why they brought this basketball back. So they've been taking
who whooped Pizza Hut's ass?
Domino's.
Oh.
Domino's has been like in the delivery because Pizza Hut went more delivery. Remember that? Like they kept going more
micro stores.
Well, they cut the buffet out. Why do you think the buffet's back?
They brought it back.
But they cut it out. They cut it out. I mean, because when I have a match store, they had the Pizza Hut in Gaucher, and I talked to one of the executives there that builds them. He goes and builds them, and their model was no more stores like that. They want to just do shopping centers, come in, deliver like Domino's. They just copying Domino's setup. 1,500 square foot, get in, get out.
Yeah.
Because they didn't kind of innovate anymore. Like, Pizza Hut's thing was like doing this and basketball, like, or you went into a buffet, like, me and Big Tommy went not too long ago when it first started the buffet. And it's like that was a thing at Pizza Hut. Like you would go at lunch or sporting events or whatever, and
That's the only time they do it's lunch. They never had a dinner, I don't think.
I don't think they did.
Yeah,
they did it for parties. We had our parties there.
they might have.
They did a
Maybe.
few. They had a few nights, but they
Tuesday night buffet.
Yeah,
I don't know. I just made that up.
I
But
think
it sounds
I
right.
think they did have like a nah.
Ronnie and Randy Landry's dad was one of the managers. We did night buffets.
I think you're right. I think back in the day,
Bring it back. So I'll just say this. 3 weeks ago, we talked about the basketball. I said, bring it back. They brought it back.
they listening.
We want night buffets.
Bring it back. I think the only one around here that does.
How was the
buffet
buffet
is
you went
Diablo.
today?
Just better than typical buffet.
They still have the red glass.
No.
Dude, I still have. I think we had won. I don't remember if it was a football game or a baseball game. We had won and went to Diabloville. So they had to have had night buffets. It was at night because that's a football game or whatever. So we went to Diabloville to Pizza Hut, and I stole the red cup, and I still have it. It's in my attic in a little.
It's probably a collector's item.
Can we buy it from you?
I can buy it. I'll let you shut.
Can we put it in the studio somewhere?
Can we just like literally put it in?
So before we're done podcasting, and that might be, 10 years from now, it might be the day we die. But me and Jordan will have a piece.
Day we die.
It will have a piece of the mountain from the Nickelodeon game. What's it called? Where you got the Mega Mountain or
Hidden Temple of Doom. The glacier. Shit. Fuck.
What's it called? I've seen it. They're for sale. If anybody has a plug on one, let us know. Get with us. We want it. We need it back here somewhere.
I don't think this show's ever going to stop. And I really want to take this, like our listeners and people that we, talk to is like, it's never like it's done so much for us in the last 3 years. It's like, fuck, like you can't even say like, it's one of the things that's like, it's changed our whole entire life. I would say for the better for these experiences. It's kind of honed me, first got into it. We would get, and we still get guests, but this new chapter, this new year, 2023, we're going to bring our friends on. You're going to get to know Tarkon Weston. You're going to get to know Josh White. Like, you're going to get to know our friends. Like, like there's people like Josh Kovacevic. Like, there's people that I'm going to go down the damn list about it. But, like, there's people that you're going to know about, like, who we grew up around.
That's the way it should be, man. Like, thing is everything's going to, what's next? Like, podcast came along. It's like, what's next? What's after podcast?
We don't know.
You know what I mean?
We don't know.
That's the thing.
Video podcast. Wait, we're doing that
I was
too.
say we're already doing it.
But I think it was a good thing. Good. It's crazy that we have to use
OnlyFans. It's the only thing that's left.
Mike's though to really dive in and get reconnected. I think it's good too though that it's data. It's like a time capsule. Like your daughter's gonna go back, and I know that was a big thing. It's like I remember when you had your daughter, and I know like that was a scary fucking shit. Like I think when I had a kid, I was terrified because like before we finish, can we talk about a little bit about your daughter, like what you went through when she was born?
Yeah, man. So the same thing. I'd started offshore 2010 working on the boat, and ex-wife, she was pregnant, and she was 6 months along. We had just left for a trip. So we were just south of Venice is where we were at. We were about 100 miles south of Venice, and woke up that morning just like a normal day and walked in the wheelhouse, and captain was up there, and he's like, hey, you need to call home. So I was like, okay, cool. I called home. I think I called my dad. So I called, and they were like, hey, Holly had the baby, blah, blah, blah. She was premature. She weighed 1 pound, 6 ounces. So like, I'm 100 miles offshore, and I'm like, oh shit. Like, what am I going to do? Which, Southern, shout out to them. Not so much Southern, but there's a guy named Mr. Jim Franks, which, everybody knows Mr. Jim around here in the marine world. He knew some people down in Venice, and they sent the yellowfin out, pick me up. We met him 90 miles. So that was, I woke up at 6 that morning. So at 6 that morning, we had turned around, met the yellowfin 90 miles south of Venice, ran from 90 miles to Venice. The lab had sent somebody, Mr. Gary Gray, to pick me up, got in the truck, drove me all the way back home, got home, and I think it was probably like 7, 8 o'clock that night. My dad was at the lab, picked me up, and we went to Mobile. She was born in USA over in Mobile.
How long was that process for her to come home?
She was in the hospital for another 6 months, I believe, or 3 months. It was 3 months. Yeah, she was at USA for 3 months, like in like an incubator. They had to like raise her basically because like her skin was like it was developed, but it was like really thin. So it was like basically she still was like in the womb, but it's like incubator, like growing her.
That's crazy.
Pretty crazy process.
So that was a motivation for when we had Oliver. He was like 4 pounds, 14 ounces.
Yeah.
And I was in the nursery and I was like, yeah, that was kind of the motivation because like I was just in a different mindset when we had Oliver. He's 8 months. He was premature, and I would go through your shit. Like I would go and just look at your foot, like just to like because I was so nervous because all the shit was going around. He's 4 pounds, and I was like, one person really went through it was you, and I'm like it was terrifying because like every time I looked around, there was a nurse here, and it was like, and I'm like, honestly, I was on Adderall, guys, and I had a fuck ton of Adderall and didn't go to sleep. Like, that's what I didn't do. Like, I mean, I really did. Like, I was so fucking freaked out of that whole concept. And
it's crazy, dude. It's like, over in USA, you're in the NICU. So there's like all these babies being born. So I remember this, like one kid was born and his heart was on the outside of him. So like you're sitting there, you're like, this baby's there. And you're like, you're going in to see your kid. Like it's there and then it's not there. So then you're like, man, like, you're bummed out.
Yeah, the
like,
severity of the situation kind of sets in.
Yeah, it's a
so she's healthy, and
she's 12. Yeah, about to be 13. Ugh.
Is she giving you all kind of shit yet, or what?
She doesn't really give me shit. She's just like that typical phones, man. Like our biggest problem with her is just phone.
Really?
It's all TikTok.
No, she don't do TikTok. She does like YouTube, just YouTube Shorts, all that junk. Stuff like that.
Is it a phone bill or just her addicted to
No, just her being on the phone, which, ultimately we the parents should limit it more, but
yeah, but it could be worse.
It could be, yeah. Oh yeah, it could be way worse.
What's her hobbies?
Phone. Like shorts, and she wants to be it's crazy, like us growing up, we wanted to be football players or whatever, doctors and stuff, and like you ask them what they want to be, and it's like an influencer.
Holy shit!
Yeah, dude.
I don't think it's as good as it seems. I mean, we had Zach on here, and he's probably, I don't know, one of the more famous people we've talked to, and he's like, man, pretty much I got to make content.
Yeah, got
to feed the machine here.
Yeah, that's what.
And I've seen in his eyes, and I'm like, oh, I get it. Like,
yeah, it sucks, dude. Like. I couldn't imagine.
But if the money's there,
he's making money.
Yeah,
so I can't blame him. He's doing what he loves, I guess.
I mean, you're kind of caught into the situation where now with Chat GPT, automation, everything, you're going to learn how to code, or because if not, a robot's going to take your job. Like,
I already read that Chat GPT can code.
Oh shit!
It can code in 3 different programs. You just tell it what to code, and it'll do it for you. So
fuck.
What you really need to get good at is talking to a robot.
Yeah.
Because you got to be, I think, pretty specific with what you want. Like
we've done it a few times.
Yeah.
It's something we're going to develop and work on.
We might do some shorts on it. It's kind of creepy. It really is.
Yeah. I mean,
you could probably ask it who the captain of the Time Monroe is, and it would tell us your name.
Oh yeah,
that's that creepy.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm like with Oliver. Like before y'all got on, like me and her kicking and stuff. We were watching Spider-Man 2. We were about to watch Spider-Man 3, but
the Tobey Maguire ones or the Tom Holland ones?
The Andrew.
Those don't even count.
But we have them, and I have them on my. They still count. They all count.
I don't think I've seen those.
But not bad. But he just, he's really big into. So came up here earlier. He's like really big into the mini cooking.
Yeah, that's what she was saying downstairs.
I saw this stuff. Me and you were talking about mini cooking a year ago.
Freaking, yeah.
Yeah, why haven't we filmed any of this yet?
These kids' toys, man. It's crazy the toys that they like. I don't know. We just grew up outside. You know what I mean? Like you said, we had so many kids in the neighborhood and stuff like that. And like,
made it fun.
We didn't have time to play video games and stuff like that. We were always outside.
I played more video games now than I did then.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
One thing cool that I will say, and this is like really seeing that was like, I told Matt, I was like, Oliver's just made 5, and I was like, Matt, just get Oliver what you want him to have. So Matt fucking bought him a riding reel, and that day he went and threw his riding reel. the next week he grabbed somebody else riding roll. Emily was at the college, Pearl River College. She works up there, and he's at school there. So when she picked him up at school, they went on a pier, and he grabbed somebody's riding reel and fucking threw and caught a fish.
First guy.
And caught a fish, and I was like, holy
He's a natural.
Holy shit. She's like, babe, like he literally just grabbed the fish pole, and because Uncle Matt, Matt really like.
I had him in Chuck E. Cheese, and I showed him the basics on how to do it. And I threw it, and at one point he ran after the little fish, the weighted fish at the first, just like as a cute little kid, and then he came running back to me, and he's got this fishing line just wrapped all over him. And in my mind, I'm like, oh, this is about to be fun. As soon as we got it off, I showed him one more time, and he had it after that. He knew what the business was. I was proud of him. So,
yeah, my kid's nothing like me at all, man. I don't know where. I'm not sure it's my kid, but
probably a good thing.
What's your kid?
Yeah. I mean, she's got my attitude, I think, but like things we were into and stuff like that, like pretty sure you wouldn't think she's my kid. But
a big thing that you were into that she shares, like remember me and you used to play a lot of fucking Legos.
Oh yeah, we play Legos together and stuff like that for sure. But
Legos are just so expensive now.
Oh yeah, man, I still play with them. They are expensive. I haven't bought any in a long time for that reason. Like I want to, and like every time we go, I look. And I'm like, man, I just can't bring myself to spend $100.
You gotta get a dirt cheap.
Yeah, but still, dude, like,
but it's a lot. I'm telling you, as long as you get if you get like a Star Wars Lego
name brand logo, or
they have them, but they have them at dirt cheap though. They'll have you're gonna pay like $35, but that $35 is gonna be that $90
fraction compared to
that $90 or $100 one. Like you're gonna pay because people are not gonna pay $35.
Legos now. There's a lot of YouTube videos of people who have like these pretty sweet Lego setups or like a Lego room.
Dude, we watch freaking Lego Masters.
Yeah, Lego Masters.
Lego Masters.
That's pretty dope.
I love watching that.
Well, I
love that, man.
Can you build out of your mind, or you just can you do the kits?
No, I mean, like growing up, my grandma, we sat for hours and built just like stuff like out of the blue. I'm not a Lego master by any means.
What about the Lego movie though? Did you watch that?
I haven't seen a lot of Lego
it's
movies.
Good. The one with Will Ferrell, the recent one.
Batman one's pretty good.
Yeah, I haven't seen all of that. So
it's Lego movie part 1, part 2, and then the Batman. I got it.
The part 1's good. I remember watching that one.
So part 2's out. I was telling. So when I was talking about the Lego stuff, is like I seen that with Oliver. It kind of creeped me out. We bought him a helicopter in an ice cream truck, and Emily. I mean, Emily normally will completely put them together, to shut it down, make sure that every part's, because I'll just put them together, see the parts, look at the picture box. She goes through the directions. I don't fuck with the directions.
Yeah,
but I look.
That's a man thing. Nobody does.
Yeah, I don't want directions.
We all do.
Fuck directions.
I mean, I use the direction only because
you have glasses.
Only on the second attempt.
We have reading glasses.
What does that mean?
I do more now.
Cashmere sweater. It happens.
Is this cashmere?
I don't know. Probably is.
I don't think it is.
So, but he creeped me out. This is he was talking about the fishing, when Oliver picked up on it. Dude, he came upstairs one time and he put together this badass car from these pieces. He took the whole entire. It was I think it was a jet.
That's my forte, bro.
It's crazy. He's
just create.
Yeah.
This is a spaceship.
And I looked at it and I didn't want to.
It's not airtight though, Josh.
But when he pulled it up though, it wasn't some little shit. It was I think Emily might have it in the attic, but it was what the hell did you make in your mind? He made this massive. Remember what's the show we always watch? The movie, the Death Race.
Death Race.
Was it Death Race 2000?
Yeah, we used to watch Death Race. Yeah.
It was something like that.
Old
It was
VHF, man.
But it was like that, and I was like, "Oh my god!" And then I showed Emily, and she's going, "You put this up." But you start seeing that development of the creative mind.
I just want to know what Lego did that Lincoln Log and Erector set didn't do to withstand the test of time.
So remember Connect?
Yeah.
So now Lego, they've done mastered all that. I watching Lego Masters. When we first watched it, I was like, "That's Connect pieces." So they robbed that from Connect, I guess. Integrated it together.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Big dog eat little dog.
Is Connect still around?
Oh, yeah. I don't think Lego took it over, I guess. I don't know where
Lego probably bought most of these companies though.
Probably.
That's probably the only way that
they may have Connect maintained. We just didn't know.
Yeah, could be their B brand.
Well, I mean, if we look at
Hey, Garrett. Great.
So for social media though, like you look at some of these companies, you look at like, so Google has YouTube and they have Twitch. I think it's like that way.
Facebook has Instagram
And WhatsApp.
and probably something else.
I think the only one is by itself.
Meta.
And then like
Elon Musk, he's got Twitter, right?
Twitter and
but ABC, Walt Disney has like CNN, Fox News, ABC, ESPN.
Dude, Disney's got it all now.
Everything.
They bought all. Was it Marvel now? They got all.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of it. It's all of it. And then there's, I believe, Snapchat. The only one I think is Snapchat. It's kind of like on its own, and Twitter.
Snapchat sucks now, though. No offense, Snapchat, but
how do you work?
It's not trending anymore.
Are you in the Snapchat?
Not really. I've got like a couple of Snapchat groups that I'm in that we still maintain, but it's more just a way to share pictures without sharing them to the group message.
Okay. What's your favorite app?
I don't know, man. I really like. I get on all that stuff, but like, I wouldn't say any of them are my favorite.
Do you miss AIM?
No, not really. I mean, like, if you think about it now, like the new AIM is just like TikTok. Because you can like
comment and
you can
back and forth
talk
and
to people.
DM.
And you see all that shit where it's like somebody's getting on a plane, like leaving to meet such and such, like 5 hours, and it's like, fuck, I got some. Then I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, oh, you're a loon. You're crazy. And then I'm like, I don't know that, man. Like AOL back in the day, you did some stupid shit.
Yeah,
so,
really.
I remember going. Clint Cole, he passed away.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, Clint. We used to go to Miss Pee Wee's.
Yeah.
So we used to all do like we'd all go to the chat rooms and like not like that. The instant messenger was just like a couple of us 1-on-1, but with the old AOL chat rooms.
Oh yeah,
you just jump in a chat room and like another state or
I'm sure half the time we were talking to some naked guy.
His mom's basement.
Yeah,
what's up, little boys?
Yeah.
I mean, there's some fucking shit. Like it was a very crazy time to transition for us when it comes
to Wild Wild West, if you would say.
I mean, TikTok's there. I mean, I was sitting there the other day though, not because we have our little account, and then I just have all the handles for our insurance company. Like I'm just gonna have the handles. You're not having it. Like that's how I am. I don't really stay on the shit, but like I was sitting there like I wonder how the algorithm's gonna pick me up. So got on there for probably about 20 or 30 minutes, just going through food.
Dude, that shit. Yeah, algorithm.
Just nothing but food. And it stayed on food.
Yeah.
It stays. I mean, I'm like, all right, that's cool. And if I go into like a Trump political thing, I mean, it's all drawn out and dragged out. It's like, all right, I don't see this shit.
Do that. It's part of the brainwash.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's insane. We were talking about today. I've seen like a Teen Mom one, and I watched it for some reason. And then it was like, ever since then, I watched 15 Teen Mom ones. I was like, what's going on here?
You know that these people, have you ever seen Idiocracy? It's a great movie. You should watch it. But I'm telling you, have you seen it yet?
Have I seen it yet? It came out in 2003. Yeah.
But that does scare me with like the algorithm, how it's working, because you see like such of like
what's that? There was a TV show.
People are dancing for millions.
There was a TV show
with clothes
about that, about like internet and stuff like that. I can't remember what it was though. It was on like Netflix or whatever.
But that, like you said, AI. If AI is code, can AI really code?
Yeah,
that's scary. Like that's crazy. Like
technologies,
Terminator.
Running the world.
Y'all have what is it called where it keeps the boat still?
Oh, the DP dynamic position.
Yeah,
no, we ain't got, dude.
But that's on that new technology wave.
Yes, it is on that. So they're building a new boat for it's we're gonna run the boat. We are. Lumcon's gonna run it, but it's like a 230-foot massive boat. It's gonna have DP and stuff like that. It'll be in Gulfport.
See, like once that's there, it could be a drone boat. And then,
so we do a lot. So like Stennis over there, they do a lot of ROV stuff, and we have I think it's the Ken Barber. They put like a system on there to run the boat from land on the computer.
But you still have to have a captain.
Yeah, I mean, because we talked about that. Like we're like in the future, like what's going to come of like boat captains and you're gonna have. You can't just send a boat out there. You've got to have somebody on it.
All right, what do we have? Is there a submarine around here? Do they do any submarine research?
So we did. It's not really a submarine, but we do. They do have a type of submarine that goes down. So we brought it out last summer. They went to look for.
When you say type, what does that mean? Garrett, can you pull that up? What is it called?
Like a 1-man sub,
I
a
don't remember what
2-man
it's called. I got a
sub.
picture. No, you don't get in it. It's all it's
a rover.
It's a rover.
It's probably. I
Yeah.
mean, so it's all remote control drone.
It's all remote control.
And so, how about with you being a captain on these vessels? Like, have you ever met a celebrity come out and endorse?
No, man.
Like
not
Jude
Like
Law,
Paul
like,
Walker
let's
catching
save the
great
polar
white
bears or any of
sharks.
that shit. None of that.
I work for Southern Miss. We don't. We were research.
Brett Favre.
But I'll tell you right now. but I'll tell you right now.
Nah.
I mean, USM is. I mean, they do the research.
I think the
That's-
closest. I think the closest celebrity that we probably ever had was after BP. We did some BP stuff. And we had a camera crew on the boat. We had a sound guy who was. Remember that show Duck Dynasty?
Yeah.
So we had the sound guy for Duck Dynasty on the boat.
That's the biggest celebrity.
That's probably
I've
the
ever had.
biggest celebrity that we probably ever had.
Did he have a beard?
Yes, he did.
Oh.
He did.
Was it one of their
Right,
local
yeah.
friends?
I think so. I think they knew him somehow, like through church or whatever. Dude was a cool cat. He like took a shower out back with like the saltwater hose, and like we have 2 showers on the boat. Like, this dude like lived like
He wanted
off the
to
grid.
engulf himself in the experience.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Salty sailor.
Do you ever have to take people like? Do you have to bring people out there, like politicians, since it's like a government?
So we do some stuff like that. Like we do well April 1st we have Founders Day, which is it's not. I guess some politicians may be there, but we like lobby some stuff, whatever, show them what we do. But we do staffers. So like the kids coming up, not kids, I mean, they're out of college or whatever, like people like that who are like possibly could be a governor one day or whatever. We like do a tour for them and take them out.
What about boat scars? How many boat scars does Josh White have? And that's where you have cut yourself wide ass
The
open.
one right there for right now. That's the most recent one. Not many, man. I really don't have.
I've got a
lot.
few. I got a few from
Yeah,
my
like I said,
day.
I got that. I'm sure I got cuts and stuff like that.
But you have a guy that runs your motors. It's a 100-foot boat. I mean, you have like your motors. You take care of them, or is there a
so
mechanic on board?
No, we don't have like. I'm the engineer. I'm the captain.
Holy shit!
Who shovels the coal into to keep going faster?
Yeah,
and-
it's
That
called-
would be me. Like, I do.
What do y'all think about? Will it ever go like electric? Like, will you ever be just like a electric boat?
Not us. We have another boat. So there's in our fleet we have ours, which is the Tommy Monroe. That's the one I run. We have the Jim Franks, and we have the Miss PTB, which was given to us by Jimmy Buffett.
That's sweet.
What's
It's
it
been a
called?
while back. The Miss PTB. It's his mom's name, and when we first got it, the plan was we ran on vegetable oil because of Lulu's or whatever.
Yeah.
It was like a thing we did where we were gonna get vegetable oil from Lulu's and blah blah blah. That didn't really pan out. We did run on vegetable oil for a couple trips, whatever. So that didn't really work out. But
It
the motor
smell good.
smell like French fries.
Oh,
And then but we're talking, that's one of the projects we're trying to do is repower that boat. So there is talks of like maybe doing an electric or a hybrid for that.
Well, if not, Johnson Diesel Collision can take care of you, and that's where Garrett will come in.
Johnson Diesel. Yeah.
Johnson Diesel.
Johnson Diesel comes so they work on our
That's Garrett. That's Garrett's dad's company.
okay. So yeah,
Garrett's company too.
we do use them. So they work, they're actually the PTB, their mechanic guy that we use, his name is Harold. He does Detroit's.
Okay.
So he came out and worked on that. He works on our generators for us. So yeah,
Sweet.
I use Johnson.
How about solar panel?
One coast, one fam.
Anything solar panel? You think solar panel will be like? Was that one movie we used to watch when we were kids, The Race of the Sun?
Yeah.
Solar panel.
I don't think we'll ever.
Well, maybe,
I don't think it's could power it to be what it needs to be.
but a lot of
right.
stuff's like all the new like green bill, like how to be
Maybe in 100 years.
like
Maybe we won't even need boats in 100 years. They'll just hover over the top of the water the whole time.
I mean, we're supposed to have flying cars by now, right?
we do, I think.
I don't know if we're ever gonna have that.
I don't think we will either.
They just made an Iron Man suit, though. I saw the guy flying
see
around
that.
with it. So
I think we're gonna be more about like innovating cell phones.
I mean, we're trying to go green. Like, you're all, especially with the university and you're in the marine biology field. We're always.
have you ever found these big balls of trash that they always keep talking about?
We've never seen that. Like we have come up on like some trash. So like the most of the trash we see is in like sargassum rips and stuff like that.
So can you explain what the hell that is?
Sargassum rip.
Yeah.
Sargassum's just like a
So I would never hear about the bus.
grass or stuff that collects out there in the rip currents and stuff like that. It's like a seaweed, maybe.
Yeah. For all the fish are underneath it.
Yeah, so it's like I said, a lot of the trash gets in it, and then like fish migrate there and like hang out underneath it. It's like a big feeding ground for fish and stuff like that. Catch a lot of
There's
money.
apparently a big giant wave of it coming over right now. I read an article about it.
I did see that. Yeah.
It's on the East Coast though, so I think we're good.
How long, like, to get here?
Maybe here already.
Well, the rip current. So like the rip current will come around off the East Coast. So we used to do a.
Can you educate me? Like I've never just teach me.
You're talking to the wrong guy to educate you on any marine field biology stuff. Like you want to have somebody
educating on the sides of the boat. You got the bow, the stern.
Yeah, you bow, stern,
on. That's stupid.
Starboard port.
No.
What is it? What's the starboard?
I would say this.
Are you guessing? Are you saying?
I would say the controls.
No, right side of the boat.
Right side of the boat. Okay.
It's like if we're sitting here, like right now, we're sitting here, like you're looking straight ahead. You know, your bow's on the front, your stern's in the back, port, starboard.
Okay. So each
then
side.
We've got an engine room. Then we've got a lazarette, and we've got a rudder room.
Damn.
Got the poop deck.
What's a poop deck?
That's the back deck.
It's not where you poop.
Yeah.
So I went on a cruise boat and almost made that mistake.
Yeah, they come check it out, man. It's all.
I mean,
we do want to.
I'm fascinated about it, but it's not like.
Would it be cool if we came out there and did some filming for the show? You think they'd allow that? And just like to walk around, maybe do a guided walkthrough or something.
Yeah,
that'd be a cool clip. Yeah. That'd be a cool clip. We'll have to make that happen.
Yeah, you can come.
So do you have a personal boat?
No, man.
Once you walk
have any desire to?
She, like Tiffany wants a boat. I wouldn't mind having one. Because we go out more than I used to. So I wouldn't mind getting one in the future. Right now, I mean, I'm in Cedar Grove, knocking down, still back in the hood.
You next to mom?
Yeah, yep, still down the road.
That house, it's mine eventually. I already told mom I'm never getting rid of that house. So I'm a
all right. So whenever you get back on land after one of these trips, how long does it take you to not be like rocking?
It just depends. So Dock Rock is what we call.
Oh, there's a name for it?
It's called Dock Rock.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
No,
Yeah.
I'm being
Dock Rock. I enjoy it. You probably think it's crazy. People think like this is weird. But like the craziest thing is with Dock Rock is you get home and then get in the shower, you close your eyes and like you feel like you're gonna fall.
Yeah,
it's pretty wild. Yeah. I don't know why, but like I'll get home, I'll do it, and I'll like close my eyes.
Do you drive a vehicle to your house to get there?
Yeah. That's kind of weird too, is when you're like, so when we go out, we're out for like when we were out for 30 days or whatever. I haven't drove a car or anything. It's like we'll come home and then I'll drive, and it's like it's weird driving after that.
I bet it is. Yeah, totally different.
Yeah, it's weird. So yeah.
You don't know what that is?
Dock Rock?
Yeah.
I've had it a lot. I just didn't know there was a name for it.
I've been on a boat. The longest I've ever been on a boat is like 4 days.
Well,
you'd have gotten Dock Rock after 4 days.
Yeah, but I don't think I even drove. I was riding the boat. I rode on I was just.
It don't
we're
matter.
out there in Purdue Key, and I was out there for a couple of days, and
that
was like my first like experience of like. But after the second day, I'm like, I want to be back on land. Yeah. That was for me. I want to be back on land.
It doesn't bother me. It's nice, man. Like, especially with today's world and technology and everything else, it's nice to get away and like not have a worry.
Could you imagine doing this 200 years ago when you're on like a wooden ship, no air conditioning, no refrigerator, no ice? Yeah.
So the boat that I'm on, when they first built it, didn't have air conditioner.
Holy shit.
Could not imagine, dude. Yeah. Like even in, like you're saying, we try and keep it as cold as we can, because even in the summertime, when you're out there for 30 days, that motor we don't turn the motors off. So we've got 2 motors running. We've got a generator running. There's an air compressor running. You've got the sun on the back deck beating down.
It's a metal boat.
Heat. It's a metal steel boat.
Glass.
It gets hot. So like even at 68 degrees, so like my room is in the back of the boat. And then it's like my room. There's a little space. It's got like a closet, a bathroom, and then there's the engine room. So the fuel tank, one of the fuel tanks is underneath my room. So like that wall from the heat heats up the fuel and all that heat
Microwaves
is just
you.
radiating in my room.
So it's
like,
not even really 68.
So yeah, my room never will get 68. My room will stay like 72 to, you know, it's gotten up like it's gotten hot. Like it's gotten up to 80s in my room before.
Oof, yeah.
So it gets hot.
Be out of there. Be sleeping on the
So
couch.
Matt's fiance, do you work with Dr. Robert Leaf?
I do not work with him. I get a lot of his emails. Not me personally, but like USM, it's like GCRL all. Like they send a shit ton of emails. So like I see his stuff come through. I'm pretty sure I've met him before.
Who is he? I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't really know.
John, who is Dr. Leaf?
Yeah, she's gonna have to. If we had Garrett here, Garrett can tell
So
us.
you're saying 80, Garrett's your fault. No, have you seen 80 degrees? So like, how long does it last with like sleep conditions?
Well, it's like during the day. So
Okay.
like, you know, when it heats up during the day and blah blah blah, or not so much down. Sorry, not the day because it'll run. So like at night when it does cool down, and like if you're depending on the trip, if we're not going like in and out, and the AC is cutting off upstairs, and like the AC will cut off downstairs, it's like overnight it'll heat up because the AC doesn't run.
Right. You run a 12-hour shift.
Yeah, we run 12.
So when does it start?
I work so it's noon to midnight. So 12 to 12.
Okay.
When I work.
And then
we got a night shift that comes on.
Do you ever switch to the nighttime or no?
I used to run night shift.
You work your way up on that.
Yeah. So like when I was first made, I did night shift, and then now I'm captain. I took days.
Do you like day or night?
I enjoy days because it's easier sleep schedules. Nights you see more stuff because like nights is when like the fish
UFOs
come out. So like you see.
Do you have a yellow slicker jacket and a white captain's hat and a corncob pipe?
I do not have a corncob pipe.
You need to, and we need to do a glamour shot.
I do have a captain's hat. I do not have a yellow slicker suit. Mine's black.
What are you capitalizing on here?
Dude,
Before you look those old pictures of
nobody has that anymore. Like some people wear the orange ones.
No, we do.
Yeah,
can we have a picture of you?
Yeah, I've seen the.
Can we do it? Like we have a slicker and we have a captain's hat. Could we do a shot with you?
For sure.
Yeah, we need it.
All right, guys. Josh, how can they plug you? What's your OnlyFans?
I don't have an OnlyFans, but I've been thinking we can do that. Like the slickers on the Monroe, I'd probably get fired. I'm pretty sure if they found out that we were doing an OnlyFans, I'd get fired. So I'm not going to do that.
We don't want to do that.
All right, well, guys, we're going to do a little small skit, and then we love you. And
yeah, thanks for watching.
Thanks for
like and subscribe,
dude. Yeah, see y'all next time.
We gotta cut.
All right.
Garrett's not here. Matt's got to go cut us out.